Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the live stream. This time, not 2-5 cash game. Final table of our Saturday $300 Deepstack $8,500 guarantee tournament. Nice little prize pool. Total prize pool of $17,500. 70 entries now down to a final 9 players at this feature table. Eddie, the Asian sensation, in the booth. Gonna have a nice, fun evening. This evening, gonna have a really good friend of mine. Uh-oh, something happened here, but whatever. Gonna actually have men in the booth with us this evening.
Good evening, folks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna turn on this. Now they're getting settled in here for the final table. We got Micah running Action Tracker.
No, V's running Action Tracker.
Oh, sorry. Micah's in the box. V's running Action Tracker. Now, just before this final table started, only paying 7 places, they made a deal just before the start of the final table to pay 8th place, 9th place, $900. Oh, sorry, $400. So just a pinch over what their buying is, assuming they only fired 1 bullet. But Min and I know
we told them we'd make fun of them.
We're gonna make fun of them because we don't pay the bubble and we don't chop. So
and why don't we do that? I think the pressure of having the bubble there makes the play you more exploitive. Your raises mean more.
Yeah, and it's just not good. And the reason is because if you're going to be playing these tournaments, any tournament, you're going to have to learn how to play short-handed. You have to understand ICM implications and whatnot. So with that being said, people know if they bust, they can call a little liar knowing they're at least making $400.
Yeah.
And there's really no significant ICM implications until you go from like 4th to 3rd. But payouts are relatively flat going into the final table until you hit like 3rd, 2nd, and 1st. So,
but also as a rec player, understand why they want to do it. They've been playing since 3 o'clock now, so they want to make sure they have some money. But like you said, you want to be a serious turn player, no chop.
I agreed 100%. All right, we're going to turn on the table mic, get into it. Here we go. And thank you for tuning in this late Saturday evening, 10:30 p.m. here at Poker House Dallas, Poker House Live. Going to switch over back to the live stream.
Look at that, Bajan under the gun, moves in with King Jack offsuit.
What are the blinds?
Blinds are 5,000, 10,000, 10,000.
So he's going to rip 13 big blinds. I'm not a big fan of this play.
Yeah, King Jack offsuit's a tough hand right there out of position.
Yeah, so much action behind. Mm-hmm. In fact, with 13 big blinds, I'm actually folding that under the gun. King Jack suited you can rip. You can actually open raise. Again, if you were to ask me like 6 weeks ago, I still understand the tournament. I kind of transitioned over to the cash side now.
Right.
Still understand the.
Well, you and Kim had a great discussion about King Jack under the gun offsuit, about how comfortable you are playing it. Like, was it Tex Dot folded there one time and the other player? It just depends how comfortable you are playing that position with a hand like that.
So, agreed. Cash.
Yes.
But King Jack unsuited at a final table with some ICM implications, even though they decided to play 8th and 9th, I'm not a big fan of. So now, Kim and I were in the booth earlier. We were told that some people thought she was a little unkind with some of her analysis. I don't care. That's what I'm here for. So.
All right, looks like Zach's shoving in there with King 10 offsuit. He's in a little better position in the cutoff.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
When you're later positioning the hand like King 10 offsuit, it's not bad to get it through. Again, early position open with so much action behind, you just have the button, small blind and big blind. Okay with a shove there with King 10 offsuit. You're going to be blocking a lot of the strongest portion of your opponent's range, blocking ace, king, king, queen, pocket kings. So.
Well, this is a great looking final table. While we're waiting for the other hand, I've got a couple, some good DFW turn players in there. You got Johnny, Adrian, Esteban. Bart finished right on the bubble. He finished 10th.
Bogart?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mitchell's a good player. Like I said, it's a good group of guys here that play regularly all around DFW. So this should be a pretty entertaining final table. Yamin's a great cash player.
Yep.
There we go. So we were messing with the skin a little bit here at some point.
It's kind of our standard skin that we go with.
I like a little King 4 suited. I like a raise here. That was something I've been studying a little bit different. The cutoff or button.
Suited King late position. Raise first in.
I like the mid-raise there, too.
I think King 4 suited is a little bit too close to the bottom of your range here at that point. King 7 suited and above, King 8 suited and above. Later position, I'm probably folding king 4 suited. Don't hate it.
Monty definitely it's gonna be an easy defend for him. The big blind with king
Yeah.
jack suited.
Pretty standard defend there for the suited Broadway cards.
I wouldn't mind a 3-bet there with the cutoff range being so wide.
Oh yeah, it's a 3-bet shove though. You don't really have a 3-bet.
No,
3-bet, yeah.
Oh, good flop for Monty.
A bit slightly under half pot here.
Do you like the lead or you like the check raise?
If he's worried about flush draws, I mean, a flush draw is still going to call in position.
Right. Especially for a little bet like that. They're both at 24 bigs.
Yeah, I don't hate the lead there. It's typically not a board you're going to want to lead, especially with, you know. What was the board? Jack.
Jack
What?
10-6.
Yeah, that's actually not a horrible. That's actually a better board for. I don't know his name. The guy.
Mitchell.
Mitchell
Mitchell,
in
yeah.
the 1 seat. In a late position cutoff, he's going to have a lot of like those ace jack type hands, queen
Right.
jack, king jack type hands. All let's see, Monty defended the big blind with king jack suited.
I like a check
ace
there.
10,
I
ace
like a
10.
check there.
Yeah, you can get check call, check raise, check jam, you know, kind of thing.
That reminded me of that big hand you got. Oh, Johnny wakes up with aces.
See what sizing you use here.
Oh, 44x.
What is it, 510? Yeah, so, again, for those of you watching the chat, tournament play, early position, when stack depths get more compressed, your opening sizes in early position can be smaller.
Ooh, Adrian's picked up a pretty good hand to
Yeah.
defend. Oh, but he just folded.
Yeah, I actually like that fold here.
Me too. Oh, Monty, king, queen.
I'm not a big fan of calling this after a big open from EP from a guy that doesn't, from a player profile perspective, doesn't look like he's a bluffer.
It's interesting, too, because I was watching the final 2 tables, and Johnny was open shoving a lot. earlier.
Yeah.
So this makes it a little more suspicious. I think you're right.
But, again, aces don't need protection post-flop.
Right.
Right,
Yeah,
so
exactly. I'm saying that's what you want. You watch him shove. Somebody
Yeah.
doesn't shove. But Monty's a standard defender. King,
yeah,
queen,
and
so.
now out of the small blind, king queen offsuit, not you can defend. Now this is actually a really good board for Monty.
Yeah.
Flop stop pair with
But he
queen
checks.
queen of spades.
I think he's going to check raise here. He shoves. That's what I thought. He check raise shove.
Yeah,
That makes sense. He doesn't know what he's up against. He's in terrible shape.
yeah, doesn't have a ton of equity. He's really going to need a ton of help.
He doesn't know that, but yeah. That's the worst hand that he can get against besides ace king with ace of spades. Oh, he catches the queen.
Oh wow, turns 2 pair. No spade on the river. Oh my goodness, and Johnny rivering top set to eliminate Monty.
What a run out.
I bet you he's happy now that they paid the 9th place.
Yeah. I'm sure Johnny was sick on the turn, but he still had a ton of equity in the turn. He catches 7-4 or a spade.
Yeah.
Or an ace, obviously.
I mean, it's not a whole.
Maybe one card to come.
Yeah. It's not a horrible defend from the small blind. Again,
No. And that's a great flop for Monty. You couldn't ask for really a much better flop.
yeah. I'm not in love with Johnny's opening size there, 4x pre-flop under the gun. Again,
What would you have done?
2.2. Actually, if I'm being honest, the earlier in position you are, you know, you don't have to go. So your opening size is 3-bet sizes. As you get later in a tournament, don't need to be as big. You're never going to open for more than 2.5x, right? That's standard game theory optimal sizing.
Yeah, especially under the gun, your first ad.
Under the gun,
yeah.
first ad. So when you're opening under the gun, right, you're telling the table, hey, there's a lot of people behind me to act, including the blinds. I have a really strong hand. Now, you know, I would probably open for no more than 2.2 there. Now, 510, so 2s are not in play. I may make it 25 or 20K. So some new faces here to this final table. I haven't seen a bunch of these guys. I know you have. So.
Yeah, I've played with a lot of these guys. Adrian, C2 Dub, is a great baker of all things. His family owns a bakery. I've seen him at TCH a bunch. I've played with him a couple of times in the last couple of weeks.
Now,
Great
but
guy.
Johnny in a limp in late position with Jack 4
Something
offsuit.
able to cut off?
Yeah, in the cutoff. Not a big fan of that myself.
Not at all. Doc should be able to defend with 5-4 hearts, don't you think?
Yeah, he can call out of there.
With just Johnny behind him?
Yeah, just checks his option.
Yeah.
And it
There
plays
we go.
decent post flop from the big blind.
Ooh, wow. What a
Look at
flop.
this.
Holy moly. He's got to play this tricky because nobody caught anything. Bajan, maybe? Yep. Leads for 15.
Now, he has his board locked up. Doesn't need to go in for a raise. Can just call here. Now, Bajan does have a 4 as well.
Definitely just call. You cannot do the raise.
I'm giving my player some rope here.
Don't
Looks
do
like
it, Doc. Why do you protect him? He's got nothing to worry about. He's got the hearts locked up.
yeah, a big raise here. Potentially trying to target an ace.
Yeah, he's targeting an ace. But Bajan would have raised with a bigger ace.
4x
So
pretty-
actually, it's not terrible if he's really thinking about it. Bajan limping there, it's ace wheel, right? I don't know.
You can be limping with a lot there, like low pocket pairs.
Yeah, maybe a set.
With
I
that
don't
being said, in tournament late position, you shouldn't be implementing a limping strategy. You should be opening.
know. I agree.
Like now, if you wanted to open with Jack 4 offsuit late, like I'm okay with that, right? Because trying to make a play, trying to steal the blinds. Now, traditionally not recommended. But with that being said, if you're gonna play a hand like Jack 4 offsuit in late position, it's better to open, try and steal the blinds.
But they're talking about Adrian's cupcakes.
Man, I need some of these cupcakes, man.
Yeah, I definitely don't like Doc's raise there, but they're protecting their hands.
But what does he need protection from? He's got hearts. He's
Yeah.
blocking hearts.
He's
He has the
blocking
nuts.
Zach's got a big hand here. Ace queen offsuit. He's just going to rip it. What do you think about ripping right there? With how many bigs does he have?
16
16.
plus 1. Don't need to do it.
No.
It's open. You can tell. I know some of these players play tournaments often. You can tell who's studied based off,
More GTO strategy.
Yeah. So like, what do you have? 15, 16 big blinds?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's standard to open there from EP. So he had 15 big blinds, I think.
I think we're talking about 2.5 is good.
Yeah.
It's hard because in your early position, I've noticed even when I play and I watch these players here in DFW, especially we're shorter stacked. These aren't deep tournaments
Right.
at this stage, right? So you're just trying to pick up the blinds you can. You don't mind a call with ace queen, but but I can see why they're doing it. But it's a little more advanced to make that smaller raise and be able to play some stuff post flop. But that's where tournaments are won, I think.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of players are just scared to play post flop in the tournament, and you can't be scared to play post flop.
Right. Oh, this can be an interesting hand here. Doc should open with ace jack on the cutoff. 25 good open, 22.5. Johnny flats with 10s. That's
Yeah, not a
interesting.
big fan of just the flat there.
I
Would
like-
like to see a 3-bet there. Can make it. That's
Take out the small and big blind
Yeah,
too.
you can make it, 3x, 75.
Yeah.
On the button, don't need a ton of protection. No.
Well, what I think Johnny does, he'll put
Doesn't
Doc all
protect.
in too because of his stop.
Yeah, and when he calls there, you want to play post flop. So
And this is why I think people are afraid to play post flop. Let's say we open that ace queen here, right?
Yeah.
And so we're seeing this here. Doc's
he's
gonna
gonna,
have
if he's gonna bet here, gonna bet slightly under half pot.
Johnny's gonna raise at 150.
Interesting raise.
You definitely don't flat there, do you?
Well, the effective stack size is about 22 big blinds.
Right.
So he's got him covered by 30 big blinds. You don't need a shove there. You can just raise it there. Because nothing worse is calling you.
Right.
Right. Did he have a 10 of hearts?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Right
So
there.
again, he's got a heart in his hand. So he's, got some removal to flush draws. But, again, I know my guest co-commentator from earlier today said she was somebody said that she was a little too critical. I don't think she was critical at all. A, and B, I know a lot of these players are going to go back and watch this stream, and they can learn from it. So
I think so too. Yeah.
And
I thought it was good. I listened to most of it when we went to V and I went to our party.
yeah, and with that being said, none of my criticism is not being like they're bad players. Just try to
Talk
get
about the way
better.
different hands.
Yeah. Now, here with Ace 10 offsuit, especially being the big stack, can apply pressure to a lot of players in the blinds, right? So
He raised it to 30, 33 bigs. That's not, Steve picks up. Oh, Yamin. 7-6. Oh, Steve definitely can squeeze everything here, right?
Yeah, and he can squeeze her 30 big blinds. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially after a raise and a call on the button. How many big blinds did he have? About 30. Yeah.
Steve's got 300, about 30. Yeah.
If you're seriously trying to protect queens right there, you know, queens need a slight more protection than kings. 30. Yeah, 30 big blinds.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I want to thank you guys for coming, staying with us late tonight. I know Eddie and Kim did a great job today in that great 2-5 stream. We saw tons of action, a couple of big bluffs from Aaron, some big calls. It was a really great stream. So it's a little bit different here with tournament. Can you turn down the tip mic just a little bit?
Yeah. So I just checked the solver. It's actually not a rip.
Yeah.
With 30 big blinds out of the. Was he in the big blind or small blind?
It looks like he was in.
Small blind. I think he's in small blind.
Yeah.
Let me double check. It's not. Yeah, queens is never a rip there with 30 big blinds. It's just a 3-bet. And yeah.
3-bet to 100. He opened. Yeah. John opened for 90.
Make it 10 big blinds, and then if somebody rips, you're just snap call and.
All right, we got another limp with Jack 10. Yamin raises. Nope. He raised. It looked like he did. Yes, he did. He raised the 30.
There is some merit to limping in some scenarios, but it's generally not recommended to limp. Lego in the chat, good to see you.
What's up, Lego?
I'll only give you guys some points, 1,000 points.
All right, here comes Oprah. Ooh.
Texas Oprah.
Interesting flop here. Johnny checks. You should definitely see bet.
I think he limp called a raise. He can limp. I mean,
you think a check back? Because that's an interesting range. You know, paired board 9-7. It's not like it's. I mean, it's close. I think if there's a.
Well, 10, Johnny's not gonna have a ton of nines in his range, other than ace 9, maybe like 9-10 suited. Yeah, but you know, it's not too many combos of that there.
I like BT Hale. I like the sizing of 30,000 right there.
I don't care what Daniel Negreanu says. Limping is not pimping. Okay.
What's up, BT? How are things down at Red River today? BT is one of the marketing managers at Red River, one of our great country western. I guess you really don't call them country westerns anymore. Well, that shows my age.
Yeah.
But one of our great clubs, not too far from here.
Yeah, I'm c-betting my range there, though. I'm range betting.
Right, from the beginning, on the flop, right?
Yeah.
When it comes 9-9-7? Yeah.
Now, that being said, if you're going to limp call there, you're representing a hand like low pocket pairs, maybe some suited connected cards.
But let's say you have ace 10 there, you bet, Johnny flats, you can check back the turn.
Yeah, the turn's going to do a check.
Yeah.
Right? And then on that board, given that action, depending on what the river card is, ace high at a lot of times has a lot of enough showdown value to win the pot.
I think Bajan's going to open here. He opened with a king jack suited earlier.
No, this is a what, 7 big blinds? It's a fold.
No, it's fold. I'm saying I think he's going to open.
Now with that being said, he's going to rip it. Okay.
That rip it is better than open for the
I agree. Well, he's only at 7 big blinds.
Yeah.
Blinds went up to 10, 15, 15K.
Yeah.
Now level 15. I don't hate it.
No, not with the many blinds he's got. He's got less than 10 big blinds right now. And let's see, Mitchell, 95 to call. He's probably going to fold here, Jack 7 clubs. And Debbie folds.
I don't hate it. I mean,
no, the big blinds are coming up. You're about to put 30,000 in there.
Now, a lot of people start freaking out big blind wise when they get to like 15 big blinds. I literally don't freak out until like get to 6 big blinds.
Right.
So, I think that's a lot of mistake that recreational players make when they play tournaments. You know, they're used to whatnot. So,
Josh, we got a great hourly here. If you're a first responder, we get your daily rate or monthly rates free. We also, it's $13 an hour, but we do offer a 5 hours for 55.
Correct.
And a 20 hours for 200.
Yep.
So come on by. We're one of the most very reasonable rates here.
All right, Josh, if you come up here, let me know when you're going to come up here. I will comp your daily membership. Just say the Asian Sensation. It's comping your daily membership, okay? If you want to check it out, and then just buy some time. So comp your daily membership. Come on down. Tell them you were active in the chat earlier today, right? No, I don't remember if you were or not. All these streams, kind of what's going on. Now this is a shove, yeah.
Yes. Easy
this is correct. This is the correct play to a late position open.
What do you think about defending with King 9 here?
Never defending with King 9.
Okay. Not for 100.
The bottom of your defending range to a 3-bet to a 3-bet shove, especially from the blind.
Ace Jack.
Yeah, you can defend it with Deepstack, King Queen suited, 10s, 9s.
Yeah.
Right. So this is an auto 100% fold.
Anyway, also BT, we're the same way. People have been stuck at home all these days. We've been packed the last 2 days. Absolutely packed the last 2 days.
And again, for those of you joining the chat, this is the final table of our Saturday $300 Deep Stack $8,500 guaranteed tournament. This is the final table. Started with 9, now down to 8 players. Total prize pool of $17,500. 70 players. Now level 15, about halfway through. Not quite halfway through. Small blind 10K, big blind 15K, big blind ante 15K.
And I think this is the biggest one we've had for 300. We had that big one where we had it for 365.
Yeah.
But this is the biggest one.
The
we've
New
had
Year's
for
Eve
300.
one?
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I don't remember a lot of that night because I was
having a good time.
Yeah, Kim and I. That's probably my favorite stream, just because inebriated Kim was.
Was
in
it
that
cold? Was it cold in here? That's what Kim said.
I'm not gonna lie. I had so much alcohol that night that my body was warm enough to withstand any.
That was a great night. But anyway, this is a record for us. 70 players for our Saturday, so it's good. Everything's growing. Everything's growing.
Yeah, and yesterday was phenomenal. We had like 17, 18 cash tables.
Oh, King 9 again. But Jean this time shoves with King 9 of clubs. But again,
now, B versus B, I'm okay with this
absolutely,
shove, right?
Yeah.
Again, he's got about 13 big blinds. You really don't want to limp this hand. You don't want to raise. So I'm very, very okay with this shove on a blind versus blind scenario. Again, and the reason I'm okay with it, again, you're blocking the strongest portion of your opponent's range, blocking kings, blocking ace, king, king, queen, and you're suited, and you have some potential straight possibilities.
Well, Josh, the nice thing here is if you're a tournament player, if Eddie comps your daily, then all you do is pay the tournament entry form and you're in. Yeah. Our best tournament, if you can get down here, is I think today's tournament is very good. And then I know you're probably up north, but on Wednesday night we have an incredible tournament for just $100.
Where are you from, Josh? Now, with that being said, Josh, Wednesday is probably our best weekday tournament. It's probably, I would say, other than Texas Card House's Tuesday bounty tournament.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah, that's a great one. And Shuffle has a pretty good free roll during the week.
There's great tournaments to be had here at DFW. All
so I think Wednesday.
Steve's opening. What's he betting?
And I'm not
35?
ashamed to say the best weekday tournament is probably here at Poker House, $100 buy-in. Yeah. The last Wednesday we had 237 entries.
Yes. Almost 18,000 plus, almost 19. Oh, this is an interesting hand here.
Let me see. So raise a 35 and +1.
Dub flats with ace 10 suited. And Bijan's got 7-6 suited here.
I'm actually would like to see a shove from ace 10 suited.
Okay. And the cutoff, I agree.
Yep. Now you're probably gonna get a call from Steve.
Yeah.
Well, actually no. Well, ace 10 with ace 10 suited late position to early position to open. Mm-hmm. Even though you only have 8 or 9 big blinds, you have enough fold equity with that hand. But now, just by calling here, now this is a really good board for
Bijan, 7-6 hearts.
Now, with that being said, this is a really good board.
Ooh, for W too.
Yeah, so a good board for actually Johnny, right? Because when he's defending out of the big blind, he's going to have more of these smaller cards.
More of the 4s and 6s, yeah.
Shouldn't have too many 4s and 6s. You're not going to really want to be defending any type of hand with a 4 or 6 that's not suited.
Right. 4-5 suited. 6-5 suited, maybe 4-6 suited.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 4-6 suited.
4-5 suited, I think for sure.
Yeah. I'd have to check the charts. Yeah. Now, with that being said, I would probably call there as well.
This is interesting. So W shoved it ace 10 with a flush draw.
And he only has 1 spade, so I like this move by W. This is Adrian, right? His name?
Adrian. Yeah.
Adrian. I like the shove there by Adrian. And pick up some blinds. Gonna get him up to so many big blinds. Let's take a look at these chip sack sizes really quick. I need to pull up something really quickly.
Well, Eddie's pulling it up, Josh. It's absolutely 6 o'clock on Saturday. You have to probably come a little bit earlier than usual. I'll be here. I think Eddie will probably be here, but I will definitely be here. My name is Min. I'm one of the tournament directors. just let them know you're here, and I'll make sure that you get your daily comp per Eddie. We get you in. We usually start with 12 tables, and we go from there. It's really
it's
exciting.
definitely, other than TCH's $200-$300 tournament, bounty tournament on Tuesday.
Yeah, 300, right?
Yeah, 300. Yeah, this is the best weekday tournament in my opinion, other than TCH's.
It's a $100 tournament. We stream the final table. Oh, here's a big hand here. Zach's got ace king. I'd like to see him not shove, but let's see what he does.
At that blind depth stack, you're supposed to shove ace king.
10 big blinds you shove.
Ace king offsuit. Yeah, you're supposed to shove.
We had a little positive.
Yeah, because I had to pull up something. Shouldn't have done that. The software shouldn't have done that. Is what I'm saying.
There we go. We're back.
Yeah.
He shoves. So he
said 100% supposed to shove. Ace king off it. Now, if you had like 18 big blinds, it's just an open and then call a jam.
Right. You're right.
Yeah. So he's +1.
Yeah, tournament play is all about position stacks. A lot more goes into it than just regular cash play. He picks up the pot right there, picks up all the blinds.
Yeah, so let me double check charts. And they're going to +1 versus a raise first in. Yeah, ace king suited, both ace king suited.
It was offsuit.
So the only hands you don't jam in the +1 position with 10 big is aces and kings. Yeah. Obviously opens.
But again, you find that very suspicious of another player where somebody with 10 big blinds opens for 2, right?
Yes and no.
All right. What did you try to pull up in the stat-wise?
Oh, I was just going to pull up chip stack sizes real quick.
Cool.
Do that next hand.
Zach picks up ace king suited this time. Actual under the gun. Now he's at 14 big blinds, and he opens. Oh, he flats. This is interesting. He's flatting to raise, right?
Yeah,
absolutely, yeah. So W calls him with king 10 of hearts. Yamin has king jack, and he flats.
Yeah, see, actually, ace king suited is actually just an open.
All right.
Now, I'm not a big fan of the limp here.
No. Oh, the best leg plans of mice and men. He's suddenly got 5-way action now with ace king suited.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that because you're going to invite a ton of action behind.
All right, this is going to be hard.
Although it is the best drawing hand, there's a lot of flops you don't want to see. That flop
you definitely want to see.
Then that's fine, yeah. Right? I would actually like him to bet small here because he has a lot of board coverage.
Yeah, just bet 30. 30 to 90?
Yeah,
or
you
even
can bet
40%
pot.
25 to 90.
At this point, a shove is unnecessary.
Oh, that's a little big.
Oh, maybe at 30.
Okay, good.
Fine, yeah.
He reached for a lot of chips, yeah.
Hoping to target a weaker ace.
Now, the 8-5 is interesting.
No, 8-5 is not going to call here.
No, shouldn't. Johnny definitely folds. Jamie close.
Yeah, pretty unconventional way to play ace-king suited. Again, not a big fan of the limp.
It shows the 8 and folds. Worked out well for him, but I am definitely not a big fan.
That's definitely not theory-based poker. And
all right, we take a look at stack size now.
Let's take a look at that real quick. Stack size is here. All right.
It's pretty tight.
Yeah, and again, with the blind levels being where they're at, level 15, a lot of these players' stack depths relative to each other are going to be very compressed. So a lot of these players may be hoping to try to ladder up. But let's see how it goes, how it unfolds. Again, we got about halfway through level 15. 10, 15K, 15K, big blind ante. Next blind level will be 10K, 20K, 20K, big blind ante. So let's get back to the action. There it goes.
Oh, we got Mike is doing a great job in the box. Johnny's got 2 9s.
Oh, free points. I got it. My bad.
Don't mention free points.
I already did it.
Oh, did you? You're quick.
I think I did.
All right, Johnny opens with 2 9s there. Pretty big open, 48,000. Looks like everybody's going to. Zach's got 4 or 5 of clubs. He
1,500 points.
Johnny picks up the blinds with 2 9s there. Here's an interesting thing. I'm a way more rec player than you when it comes to tournaments. Okay. But I am evolving my game now to not being afraid to play faux swap. But I do understand sometimes you don't want to make all those tough decisions, right? So by shoving and stuff like that, you're picking up the blinds. But you don't win tournaments that way.
Nope.
You just got to catch cards, and it's hard to catch cards.
Yeah.
So I think as these players are learning as they go up. Now, also, I think part of the problem is, and this is nothing wrong with the poker economy, What's it?
Sorry, I just saw some interesting chats. I am the Texas Oprah when it comes to Streamlab points.
See, Kim, you can be as mean as you want, but if you throw a lot of points their way, they'll forgive you.
You were not mean. Gosh,
I never think you're mean. I think I loved your commentary
No,
today.
it's great. You're trying to help players get better. If somebody thinks you're mean, then they can't play on my stream anymore. I don't even care if they make a final table. They're out.
It really wasn't the players,
forfeit
right?
their chips.
It wasn't the players.
I actually, Eric did not tell me who it was. Came for the record. He just said somebody said. And I was like, who? He's like, he shook his head.
Was it a viewer or a player?
I don't know.
Oh well, if it's a player, put your big boy pants on.
Yeah.
If it's a commentator, you feel like it's mean. You know.
What do you? If you're gonna want somebody to be mean, you want it to be Kim or Hayden because they're freaking crushers. So
They're
like,
also some of the kindest people in the world. So they're not saying it out of any kind of malice.
Well, she can be mean to you, Hayden. That's fine.
Yeah.
I know. I saw who you guessed. I really don't know who it is.
It must have been Hayden.
Oh, is it really?
No,
She said she guessed correctly. I saw the text message thread.
Anyway, so Kim, I thought you did a great job.
Phenomenal.
On the way home. But we're having a fun tournament. I really like being in the booth with you here, Eddie. 'Cause I feel like I learn a lot. I think the players, when they come and they watch these, they learn a lot. I think the players love seeing themselves on stream. Their family loves to see themselves on stream. It makes it a little more real.
I'm about to respond to the text message.
Well,
I just found out who it was.
Well, he's doing that. Ace King City again. My daughter V is action track, and she's a brand new player. And Kim, you can be as mean as you want to V. She's so ready to absorb all information.
I think when you're mean.
And
to
I
someone,
guess the word we just gotta stop using the word mean.
Overcritical?
No, just critical. Just
man.
I don't think it's any critical. We need to find a new word. We need a new vocabulary for things like this.
No, poker players are the biggest babies ever. I can't use some vernacular that I want to right now.
All right, we're a family
They'll be
show here.
banned.
We're a family show here. We're a family show here.
Don't say it. What are you talking about? Huh? What?
He's telling you. She's saying, don't say who it is.
Oh yeah. I'm not going to.
Ed's not that drunk.
No, I haven't had anything at all.
But anyway, so Ace King again picks it up. I don't know. Do you defend with Ace 5 there?
No, not offsuit.
Not offsuit on the big blind?
Nope.
Okay.
Did he jam?
No, it was like an open.
Min raise?
Yeah.
No. I'm not.
Still don't.
Ace 5 suited, I'll defend for the big blind, but not Ace 5 offsuit. Oh, sorry.
Just for, but
let me
you're
backtrack.
getting,
Ace 5 suited, I'll defend. Because it plays
Ace
well.
5 offsuit, you might jam.
No, Ace 5 offsuit, I'm folding.
But think about it. He opened for 30, so it's two big blinds.
I'm not gonna lie. I did not see the action.
He opened under the gun for 30, two big blinds. So that's four big blinds, 4.5 big blinds there. And you're only putting in another 1.5. 1.5 to win 6.
How many big blinds did the big blind have?
I did not. I don't.
So he's gonna be the small blind here.
Johnny picks up aces again. This is his third time on the final table. He makes it 50. Blinds for 15. That's a pretty good raise there.
The big over 3x.
He sizes big. He sizes big. He sized big the first time too.
Pretty big open here, over 3x.
I think it's way too big an open.
Yeah, especially at the stack depth level. Not too many players have more than 30 big. The majority of the players have 20 big blinds. So you want to call, you want to jam, right, with aces. And if you lose post flop, you lose post flop.
Yeah.
Point God bless us, please. Just because Hayden 14 asked for points, I'm going to give you guys 20.
Wait. Let me log into the chat.
Oh, let me let him in so he can get free points. I know a guy in the booth that can give you points.
It's not. I want to do it legitimately.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to wait for him to get in the chat, and then I will grant everybody's wishes for additional points.
All right, there you go.
All right, $2,500 point, 2,500 points. Don't gamble it all the way in the same place, Hayden.
Hey, I thought you showed a lot of heart today.
Yeah.
I really did. You battled back. That's not easy. And I remember you and Danny were talking about this the other stream, and sometimes you start off bad. You got to sit there, grind it out, battle back. A small loss is better than a big loss. It's still a win.
Mark just gave up like 5,000 points in the past 30 minutes.
Do you want to get a house in the future, Eddie?
Yeah.
Give Mark some points.
Fair enough. I don't know what emoji that is, Hayden. Is that a shower?
Cooler.
Oh,
Was it a cooler?
I don't know. I mean, the money bags. I know a guy that can get you a hoodie, Kim.
Hoodies.
All right, let's see where we're at in this hand. Blind versus blind.
Just a check and a flat.
Yeah, it's gonna just
Or flat and a check.
check his option.
This is interesting. They're very connected hands here.
But Jean flopping a gutty here.
There he goes. Look at that. Gotta love the heart. Did he do it? He sure did. They folded.
Yeah, but Jean taking some unconventional lines here
He really is.
on this final table.
I like aggression.
And aggression can pay off.
And as you see the way the final table's going, aggression really pays off, especially in this tournament specifically.
I can get you a hoodie. What size do you want? What color?
Bajan.
I think I'm gonna fire Katie's tournament. I didn't have the itch to play Choctaw. Like I told you, I drove up there to play the Classic.
Right, I remember.
I did fire one of the tournaments and I fired 3 bullets. And I literally drove up there to get in line to play the Classic when my friend Steven was in town. I got in line and I just got out of line to go play cash. And I was like, nah.
That's what Steven placed in, right? I like an open here with
Yeah.
Ace-4.
No, the Classic, he did a one-day event.
There you go. I like the open with Ace-4 suited.
You get points. You get points. Everybody gets points. Ah. How many points does it take to get Min to update Hendon Mob? Dang.
It's update. That's cold. Dude, that's
Cold-blooded.
cold. BT, you need to win more before it matters. So ease up on the hidden mob. I can put your 400 or 500 in there personally tomorrow. You know.
Yeah. I just give away free stuff too much. Now, with that being said,
That's for the punt kick comment when I'm playing
Yeah.
against Eddie. Just for that, BT.
yeah, you also check ripped.
I didn't say he was wrong.
No, the cash in the 1-2 game. Yeah.
I didn't say he was wrong that I punted.
Bro,
I didn't say he was
I'm
wrong.
not going to see bet that flop without an overpair.
I
Come on,
know,
bro.
I know. I was a little inebriated myself on that.
Kim, okay, what's the over-under on Kim, Hayden, Jim, Dory having alcoholic beverages in their system at this current time?
Oh, no, it's not even funny. It's 100%.
Dory just came in with the I've been drinking. As soon as I made that comment, that's great. Good timing. I need to get back to the action here. All right. Ace-3, obviously on the button. Now, when it folds to you with a small, this is a hand you can push and rip all in and put some pressure on these blinds behind you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, again, with that being said, we did start. This final table was originally only slated to pay 7 players. They made a deal right before we started to pay 8th and 9th $400.
But they've been playing 8-handed forever.
They have been playing 8-handed for a while.
How many hands has it been?
Let me pull up the commentary booth.
There it is right there, 10, 22. Is it 22 or 32? I see it right there.
Oh, snap. It's right there. Hand 22. The hand that just finishes hand 22. Correct.
Right.
So, again, Monty finishing 9th place.
A little bit of a cooler.
Had a nice little run there at the fort a couple weeks ago. Oh, Dory with 3 martinis. Hayden is 0, FYI. Where did y'all go? All right, shameless plug. Mark Wee's in the chat. If you guys need a realtor in the DFW Metroplex area, Mark Wee is the guy to go to.
He's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a PH beanie.
Is there?
Yeah, you don't remember? They're dope.
Man, I don't have any PH gear.
I just have a sweater.
All right, not much going on here.
Mark Wee saying, I would have been there all day too if I didn't have to watch little Billy's play basketball very badly. So,
Mark, my fondest moment was coaching those little boys playing basketball. I coached both my kids.
you gonna rip Ace King here? It looks like it's just a wait. What's going? Oh, I'm not going.
Rajan flatted. Rajan raised to 35K. Blinds are still 10-15. Doc definitely would put a raise in here.
Oh, he's gonna shove it.
He's got to, yeah.
Yeah, it's a shove. It's an auto shove.
13 bigs.
Yeah. To a raise?
I'm trying to be dramatic. I know it's a raise, but I'm trying to building up to the raise.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, gotcha. Oh, I got you. Fair enough.
Help a brother, help a fellow Asian out here, man.
Yeah, but 2 Asians in the booth. Oh, actually, today was all Asian day in the booth.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
All Asian in the booth, all Asian on Action Tracker.
Let's go. Oh, hiya.
You know, Eric is definitely an honorary Asian.
Yeah.
He gambles a lot.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
likes to drink beer.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
And he likes to shoot guns.
We're in.
Yeah, it is what it is. Mark says, I lost my voice. They suck so bad. I remember those days. Lego, where are you at in Houston? Part of Houston you in?
Hey, you know what? Since I have Jim Coyle in the chat right now, if you guys are on Facebook, Jim Coyle has been a true ambassador to DFW poker. He really has.
Not just Jim, you know, Jim and Dorical now retired officially as of about a little over a month ago. Like you said, true ambassadors to the DFW Metroplex poker community.
You know, Jim in one of his posts rated all the poker houses here, gave them good reviews of what's good, what works out. Being a DFW poker player, especially a tournament player right now, is very exciting. There's tournaments everywhere.
Well, I mean, I'll say this on the air. It may not be correct, but I don't really care. Yeah, we got a little lag there.
Yeah. The table mics are killing me.
You're too loud?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the DFW poker community.
I really do. Every level.
Love it. Obviously, I was born and raised in Houston, lived there for my entire life up until about big hand here. Yamin's gonna. I think there was a limp from Johnny cut off.
Yep.
Yamin's gonna rip 13 big blinds and King Jack off. So I'm okay with that. I like that.
Sure.
I like that.
Some dead money in there.
Yeah.
Steve folds. Zach folds. Oh, V's a little stuck there. Yes, he's got it.
Yeah,
that's
good.
my girl. Full fold.
Now, with that being said, going back to, I love the DFW poker community. Very welcoming. Nice players, nice dealers. I came from Houston. Wasn't a big fan of the Houston poker scene. Yeah, I'm going to say that on the air for a number of different reasons. I'm not going to get into why. I'm not a big fan of it. But I'm glad that I'm not in the Houston poker community anymore. I'll go down there when I go down to visit clients or go down to visit family. A couple days and play some of the local rooms. There's a couple rooms that I prefer to play at. Like I specifically go down to Webster and play Spades. My favorite room. It's got a very, very similar feel to Poker House here. Very homey, nice dealers, nice players. So, but overall, I'm not a big fan of the Houston poker community. And then, if anybody from Houston hear me say that, well.
I was actually speaking of Spades. We'll talk about promoting other rooms. They've got a pretty interesting 100K coming up. I think it's 250.
Yeah. So.
I love these tournaments, man.
Yeah.
I love these tournaments and the values in town and all over the state.
Michael Carr is a tournament director down there, and knows Kim and Hayden. Is he the
best tournament director in Garland?
He's not the best tournament director. Min Win is the best tournament director. Yeah, lots of... Kim, you don't have to be nice. Like, people just need to stop complaining, but whatever. Lots of pew-pew in Houston, the bad kind. That's accurate statement.
Well, good night, Kim.
Yeah. Had fun in the booth with you today. Good job battling back, Hayden.
All right. Mitchell flops the king here. And checks. You think he's check raising?
I didn't see that. So action was a raise, yeah.
Yeah, raise today. And you mean C bets?
You can call here. You're sick. You're not terribly excited about having a 6 kicker here.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
you're at min is
Garland.
You're at minimum calling there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my name.
Yeah. Hayden's gonna stay up in control.
Thank you, Hayden. That's what happens when you don't drink. You have the stamina. Mitch checks again. I think Yamin's gonna quit here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go check here on the turn. Ace of Hearts does bring in backdoor hearts. As play, that hand is...
It's an interesting lead. I think I check. Kim brought this point up earlier. Sometimes when they bluff at you, check with the bluff at it, right?
Yeah. And I agree. Maybe he's trying to target a hand with like a jack.
Is he targeting ace jack?
Yeah. So a hand like that.
That's a definitely raisable hand there.
I don't even know what's going on in the chat with Jim and Hayden. This is great. All right, I'll give away more points. Okay. I still don't know if we get charged for this stuff.
No, you don't.
Okay, that's good. I probably should look that up on Google. 1,500 more points.
We're good.
Gamble away, D-Gens.
And guys, we will have the super chats fixed soon.
Yeah,
it's a real simple fix. There's just a couple of things that we did.
Well, why did it come on and then turn off?
Well, I'll tell you off air.
Fair enough. Matt Mark is a chat pro millionaire. How many? I can actually go. It'd be really funny. He has 1 million points. I should go in and give Mark 0 points and change it. I wouldn't do that, Mark. I'm just kidding.
You know who? Take Frank's and Poker Monkey's points away, and it would be heck to pay.
Yeah. This is a fun chat on a Saturday evening at 11:30 p.m.
Well, how many viewers do we got? Looks like we stay at 37.
40.
Thanks for staying with us.
I mean, all
I'm
things
not
considered.
near as good as Kim Stone. I admit that. You know. There's my Asian aces though. I do love that Jack 10 suited.
And definitely an open. I'm not a big fan of the limp here.
I like opening there too. Yeah.
We've talked about limping strategies in tournament. Hayden will agree with me on this. Jim will agree with me. Kim will. Tournament limping, no. You're opening, especially a strong hand like Jack 10 suited. Even though, you know, it can be an open fold depending on if there's a shove. So, okay. Every time I criticize somebody's play, like they flop the nuts. Dude flops freaking Broadway. So I'm just not going to criticize anybody's play anymore because every time I criticize somebody, they flop the nutter butter.
And he leads. I don't mind the lead there.
Yeah,
because a little bit smaller.
Yeah, go smaller there.
Just bet the min bet.
Yeah. He is going to try to target maybe an ace or maybe some clubs here.
It's hard to target too much there because it was an unraised pot.
What's so mean? I don't know what's so mean.
I don't know. You're just mean.
Whatever. I don't even know what's going on in the chat.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Whatever.
It's okay.
Hi. That is the second limping is pimping comment tonight. Oh my God. Okay, Daniel.
I think limping is pimping when you're playing super deep, and that was also Daniel Grounder's point. He was playing super deep in that $25,000 tournament. It changes the fact, but we're not playing deep here. Everybody's under 20 big blinds. When you're playing 300 big blinds, 200 big
I'm going to pull
blinds.
those chip stacks together really quickly.
Johnny's got the big lead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's talking about I was going to get that. I'll do that as a troll. Yeah, so Johnny with the biggest chip stack, 36 big blinds here. Now, with the blind levels being where they're at, that's a lot. Now, a lot can change here at this.
Oh, one hand.
Yeah, one hand.
One double up somebody else, it changes. But you got to tell you, these guys are battling it out. It's been 23, 24 hands, 27 hands, at least 8-handed. Monty unfortunately got that cooler pretty early, so they've been playing. Yeah. They've been battling hard. See, here's the thing. Ed's right. A lot of people panic when they're under 15 big blinds, but a lot of these players they're keeping their calm. They're playing some poker, and we've been playing for an hour.
Yeah, agreed. Now, I'll say this about Hayden. We talked about this. Hayden is probably one of the most patient players as it comes to tournaments. Let me phrase that. Jim and Hayden.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. Phenomenal.
Not much going on the board here. Don't worry about it, guys. Listen to Eddie.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk. There's nothing going on.
Yeah.
Okay. 76% for Johnny, Queen High, blah, 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 blah.
Johnny's taking a little shot at it, yeah. And they should just both fold. Yep. Good play, Johnny. All right, finish your story.
No, I'm just saying.
Jim and Hayden, the most patient players.
Very patient players. And, that's how you win tournaments is patience. It was really funny because, I'm pretty good friends with Chris Larkin. He's in the.
Oh, he's got the patience of a saint.
Yeah, he got patience as well. And after a Choctaw series where Hayden, Chris, and Kim busted in 12th, 11th, 10th. They literally busted out one right after the other.
Yeah.
And I think it was the classic that
it was the classic.
Yeah.
Because that's the one, after the senior.
We all went out to dinner, had a good time a little bit. Came back. I think we went to Mexican. We went to a Mexican restaurant. Chris Larkin had a text from Jay Nguyen, poker coaching coach, played on streams a few times.
Jay Nguyen, he's awesome.
And he ended up finishing 6th in that tournament, but he was freaking out. I was like, I need to spin up. I only have 17 big blinds. I'm like, that's a lot of big blinds, bro. You can do a lot with 17 big blinds.
Jay Nguyen's a great guy, too, by the way. I know you're going to get him back on the stream pretty soon?
Next week.
Awesome.
So I need to finalize that with him next week or tomorrow. So very happy that he's
ace-9, everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to tell this story, Hayden, if they haven't heard it yet. I don't know how patient someone is there, Jim, with ace-9.
John again with King Jack.
Mark with the troll on Hayden. So I'm going to tell the story. Okay, so Hayden, a bunch of us were whoa, Mark. So a bunch of us were in Vegas. Me, Kim, and Hayden were in Vegas to play series this past summer. And I think it was one of the earlier events. Correct me if I'm wrong, Hayden. I think it was a 3K freeze out. And that morning, he actually really didn't want to play it. And Kim and I were like, no, bro, you got to go play. We know you want to play. He's like, fine.
I'm pretty sure those were the words you used,
he's like,
by the way.
He's like, fine, I'll go play. Just like that. He goes and plays.
Haiti, you don't sound like that.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like that, but whatever. And makes deep run, makes day 2, makes it super deep run. And I think they're at 13, 14. 2 tables left, I think.
Steve wakes up a pretty big hander.
Yeah, ace queen.
Yep, he should. Good raise. What's he raising to? Ooh.
Yeah, you can jam this hand. +1.
Anyways, finished our bit.
Yeah.
King queen here for a couple of minutes. For a couple.
So, how many handed were you, Hayden? I think there's I was less than 2 tables, and I think he was like 6-handed, 5-handed, or 7-handed.
This is gonna be interesting.
Whatever. I don't know. They're short-handed, and so
Mitchell shoved the king queen.
Yeah, he shoves with ace-9 offsuit, and the guy on the button like tanks. It just tanks. And he like calls with king queen suited. It was a low flop, right? I think it was 8 high flop, right? And the guy turns a king or queen and busts Hayden out of the tournament. Okay. Now, with that being said, a bunch of people were.
Oh, he folds ace queen. Holy moly!
Yeah, I'm not folding. That's a very.
Never folded ace queen.
It's a very exploitative fold there. I'm calling
and then to show it too.
And again, there's only a $510 pay jump from 8th to 7th. So I'm not a big fan. 19 left. Okay, thank you. 6-handed, 19 left. Thank you, Hayden. Okay.
Hayden remembers very clearly.
Yeah, very remembers because, they. And so, a lot of people, I think Kim had posted something that said, congratulations to Hayden finishing, 19th in this 3K freeze out, blah, 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 blah. And she posted a picture of when you run deeper in these WSOP tournaments, Poker News out there, and they kind of announce players as they bust, especially when you get short-handed less than 27 players or whatever.
Yep.
Hayden 14, he busts out in 19th, and it kind of showed his hand ace-9 offsuit. And then Hayden just got blasted.
Oh my God.
Blasted. I mean, there was at least.
Hayden also, it was 6 at hand in the tournament.
Yeah. But I'm saying 6-handed ace-9 offsuit, ace-9 offsuit.
There's so many.
That's the bottom. We actually looked at that on the way back. But that's at the because I went up there to sweat him. I drove back and he looked at it. I think his little solver kind of thing, and he said ace-9 offsuit is at the bottom of your jamming range in that scenario. And so he did. The guy and he got the guy tanked. The guy almost folded. He called the king queen suited. So
Hayden, this is what I think. Anybody whoever gives you a hard time, let's pull up hand and mobs.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that.
If they have a bigger hand and mob than you, then you take credit. If they have less hand and mob, tell them to shut. Not talk about it anymore.
Yeah. So 12. You had 12.5 big blinds. Okay. Hayden, remember? I mean, there was he's like this piece of this entire thing. See, it is the bottom of your shoving range. Anyway, there was at least 150 comments.
And he doesn't mind the call with king queen there.
And then and what was even more funny, and after a few days or however long it was, you did get it in good. Hayden's like, hey, thanks everybody, blah, blah, blah. I finished 19th because I sucked out playing ace-9 offsuit multiple times throughout the tournament. It just super troll everybody. It was great.
Hayden's got a rapier wit. He seems like he's nice.
A what?
A rapier. He's cutting you to the bone.
Is rapier even a word?
It's a sword.
Oh.
So it's
a
not
rapier.
A big sword.
Okay, I was thinking
yeah. You know what? I probably said it wrong. English is my second language, folks. So.
Yeah, I was like, what?
I read a lot, so I see words and I say things wrong. But yes, he's got a sharp wit.
Yeah, thank you very much. Because I was like, I don't think you should be using that word on a live stream. But when you use it in that context, it's fine.
His mom was less than the buy-in for the tournament.
Was it really Hayden? That's hilarious. I actually didn't know that.
All right, let's back to the game. Johnny's got 5-5.
Everyone's going to be like, man, these guys can't be in the booth because they're not even talking about the tournament.
No, I'm trying. I'm bringing it back.
Yeah, all right, flopping top pair here.
Versus pocket pair.
Yeah, going to jam 180K.
I don't see Johnny calling here. I mean, there's no draws really. 10 queen.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm not paying attention as much as I should to the final table.
Don't worry, folks. I got it. Tournament director, men, best tournament director in Garland.
The only tournament director in Garland.
Makes me the best. I'm not even the best tournament director at Poker House. But anyway.
Yeah. And it's going to rip it with top pair here.
Yeah, it's easy fold for Johnny. I don't know why. I mean, sorry. Definitely need to think things through. I actually get accused of playing too fast, and it's smart to think things through, so I shouldn't say that.
Dory, what? That's a sword. I didn't know what that was.
It's a sword. Thank you very much, Dory.
I was like, I'm not going to lie. It looked like a syringe. I was like, what are you implying? I was like, we don't promote those types of activities here at Poker House in Dallas. No, but then when I re-looked at it, it's not a syringe. It is a sword. Thank you very much for the record.
Anyway, so T is. I'm glad T's back in the box. He was there for yesterday for the Congress. He was a friend of Bugsy's. Bugsy brought him in here, and he's a great guy and a good dealer. So I'm glad we're getting some of these different dealers a chance to get onto the stream.
Yeah, and yesterday on the 51025 Congress was his first time. He was highly recommended to deal that stream. Did a phenomenal job for his first time. Literally gave him a crash course on dealing the final table. I had some hiccups, just getting the flop accidentally over the burn, or the burn card accidentally over the RFID reader.
That's one of the biggest mistakes.
Yeah,
it's easy. Dude, by the way, we got Scott Utney in the booth.
And so Scott in the chat.
I got to tell a good story about Scott.
Oh, boy.
So Scott and I and my kids went to play pickleball at a great place called Chicken and Pickle in Grand Prairie.
Yeah.
With a bunch of 20-year-olds.
Tell us about this place, Chicken. Okay, Steven blind versus blind, 7-8 suited. Definitely a hand that you can, limp call with. You can put some pressure on there and jam 7-8 suited. Not much worse is going to call you.
Same thing with big blind, though. If you limp big blind, the King 6 can jam there, too. Just pick it up.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the place is awesome. Scott drank at a good time. We played pickleball. I got crushed. Scott got crushed by the young kids. But Scott went home. We went to another tournament, and he crushed the tournament.
Yeah, didn't he chop?
He chopped. Well, we don't bring up chop, the little
Yeah,
man, but he
Scott,
did
why
chop.
did you chop, bro?
But Scott is a warrior. All day, hung out with 20-year-olds.
Okay, Scott, I'm going to just listen real quick. Dory, Jim, Hayden, and Kim, if you're still up, how do we all feel about chops? Okay. Just let Scott Utney, Minnesota Scott, captain of the varsity team here at the live stream dealer here at Poker House, how do we feel about chops? Answer away.
I would defend Scott what you guys are typing. When he went back to Shuffle, his old place.
Okay.
He was with a bunch of friends. Things were nice.
Okay.
He's tired. He might have had one or two more shots when he got there.
Okay.
The man Ubered home. He's very responsible, by the way, so no questioning. And, he's feeling pretty good. They're not answering because they like Scott. Nobody's as mean as us. Nobody's as mean as us.
Dude, Ace Queen here. Ace Queen suited.
Oh, here we go.
In jam here.
You think jam there was 20?
11 big blinds.
bigs? Absolutely.
Yeah, it's an auto shove.
+2? Yeah. It's interesting. And I think players are going to question this. Why did you say open here? Why do you say jam here? It's all stack size and ICM, right? I mean, it's very different.
Again, stacks,
it's big blinds.
Danny Marks had said, Danny, Kim, and I, this really neat. I got to send you this video. GTO Wizard put this video about ICM implications significantly earlier in a tournament than you would imagine, before you even hit the money.
Really?
I was like, wow, I need to get back into tournaments because, Danny had made a comment or a joke about this. And this is why I would jam Ace Queen, because you're not feeling too great on this flop. This is a flop that's way better than for Mitchell than it is for Doc.
I think Mitchell here can play range. I think Mitchell can just play his range here.
Yeah, I'd like to see a small bet.
Yeah.
He does have some backdoor equity.
There you go. It makes a $50K bet. I like he's just playing your range at this point. Range versus range. He's got the better range for this.
Definitely a board that's way better for Mitchell's big blind defending range than the open from Doc.
Hey, just by the way, didn't you suck out on Esteban at the fort with ace-9, or was it ace-8?
I actually don't know the answer. Yeah, okay, this was really funny. I'll tell that story. In this text message thread. So
those Missourians are asleep, Kim. You're safe.
So yesterday, I'm in a text message thread with Kim, Jim, Dory.
Why do you got to out everybody? Why do you got to out everybody?
Oh, I'm just telling everybody. Whatever. Anyway, they're just saying, hey, good job in the booth. I was asking good questions, and that Greg Vale, the only author of PLO 8 and Big O 8, where, he did a really good job asking my questions. We had a lot of good rapport back and forth with questions and answering and criticizing people's play, whatnot. And he used a lot of analogies that were really good, relative to life, relative to poker.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Right.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
I actually said he made some really good anal. And then I was just like, oh, my God, anal and something or whatever. And I was like, oh, my gosh. And I, super corrected as soon as I hit send because it auto-corrected. Or it didn't correct. And I was like, analogies. And then, Jim and Hayden made some funny comments. So
yeah. I'm suddenly really uncomfortable booth with you right now, Eddie, so we'll just have to go.
Whatever.
All right, so Steve opens with 9-10 offsuit.
I said it.
W's got a shove here. Nope, he's in the flat. I really like Adrian. He's one of
Can I
the,
really? Oh, my bad. Shouldn't have said it. We already said that this was not unkid friendly.
Oh, big good flop for W here.
Yeah, let's see if he can bet here.
I think I like a check, but he bets it.
Overbets
No, he
pot,
just
right?
shoves all in.
Yeah, I think he overbets pot 130 to 110.
Yeah. I've been experimenting with flops like this when I flop an ace and just checking it back and give him a chance, especially a big ace, ace jack.
Nah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. You guys know better.
If they
than
heard some of the stuff that was being said yesterday in the booth and at the table, I'm fine.
me. Hayden's comment was the best. Where we at?
Yeah.
On that thing. So anyway, Hayden, back to the ICM. Hayden said with 50% of the field remaining, ICM comes into play. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. Is that what you're talking about, Hayden? 50%? Yeah. I'm going to find it. I sent it to, gosh.
Boy, I had, you know what, Kim, with that comment, I have so many comments in my head right now. I'm just,
Yeah, so
I'm about to overload. I'm about to overload what I was going to say, and I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
So going to, are you looking for love? It was really funny because earlier I stepped out or something, or who was in the booth with me or something.
Vail?
And no, but at first, remember, we didn't know how to set up these streams where we don't allow the porn bot scams.
Oh, yeah, for the subscribers only, yeah.
And somebody said,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
we're looking for love, yeah.
Are you looking for love? And then I was like, why are you asking this question?
Here comes another two.
Hi,
aces.
yeah, Jim Coyle. Doc, aces under the gun.
9 big blinds. What are you going to do? I think you just shove and hope somebody has a hand. No, he's going to open
Actually,
small.
the charts say under the gun RFI, just a raise.
Yeah.
With aces.
God, it's so suspicious. If I see a man with 10 big blinds make it a min raise under the gun, I'm running for the freaking hills.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna get banned, all of us.
Hey, where's Timmy and Tiny? Where
Oh
are
wow, look at this. He gets a reshove from Bajan from the big one with threes.
Oh, an easy call.
Yeah.
Let's see what I. Here's the funny thing, Doc doesn't look that happy. Good flop.
Yeah, Bajan in dire need of a 3 and a 3 only on the turn in the river.
Slow down, T. Slow
Yeah.
down, T.
Hey, go outside and tell him when to.
Well, it's probably all over now. But
No, I'm saying if he's gonna deal at the final table, let him know when it's all in and to put the cards up.
Mute mine real quick.
Yeah. Again, this is actually T's first time dealing at the final table for a live stream. So, there's some different quirks here that we utilize, on a final table. Oh, so never mind. Just kidding. That happened 15 minutes ago. So, Eric. Yeah. I just heard Eric tell him. Yeah, so my bad. Yeah, unmuted.
All right, guys, I'm back.
And again, for those of you in the chat, thanks for joining in here near the midnight hour.
Yeah, the wrong way was 3-3. I really enjoy it. All kidding aside, Kim, I don't think you were. I thought you were great today. And I think I think good players appreciate true criticism, like true critique. That's a better word than criticism.
Right.
True critique or constructive criticism of their play. You want to learn. I know it's hard, but I think that's one thing that makes you better in poker is as you evolve, getting some constructive criticism.
And Bajan eliminated
again.
in 8th place, right? 8th place, correct.
Hey, did you see that? He folded a7. Is that the same as a7? No.
Pretty much the same.
Just trolling. Trolling Hayden just a little bit. And look, King Queen would have called. So Doc should should jam here, right?
He can jam here.
Yeah.
Was there an open for Adrian from Adrian there?
Yeah, I didn't see.
I didn't see that hand. I didn't see the action on that one. So for the Kim, you were not mean at all.
No,
yesterday,
not at all.
Greg Vail, when he was doing the Congress, was significantly more mean from a critical perspective than you were.
I guess the only concern you have is like Greg Vail. That table is a very, very different table.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and again, I think the reason we have Kim and Hayden in the booth for some of these quote-unquote smaller games, even though 2-5 actually played pretty big, is to give players a chance to see what it's like.
Yeah. And whether or not it's still got to talk to Kim and Hayden about a potential idea we had.
Oh, Zach all in +2 with King 10.
That's 9 bigs.
Yeah. 135 is actually less than 9 bigs. Are they at 20? Yeah, they're at 20. They're at 20.
Yes. We're about 15, a little less, about a little over 10 minutes away from a 10-minute break. Touche, Kim. Yeah, so now down to 7 players. Now, again, a few new viewers in the chat. This final table was slated to only pay the top 7 players. They made a deal to pay 8th and 9th $400. So the 9th and 8th place players are now busted. So now there is some ICM. Okay. Deviating from what that GTO wizard said about ICM implications. But I'm saying there's smaller ICM implications from like 7th to 5th. 7th to 4th, really. There's really only like an $800 pay jump between 7th and 4th. The real quote-unquote more money that's being made is it's more top-heavy, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. So 1st, going to be paying it. Oh,
yeah, I mean, Shov's there with 2 8s. Zach said ace-deuce probably will not. Oh, no, he did call.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think Zach shoved. Yamin called. Where's my helpful little box there that tells me what happened?
Yeah. It's supposed to be heads up, so when it gets heads up. All right, everybody, we're going to lose a few viewers in the chat.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh, needs a queen. The queen only does not get there. Yamin going to, no, all but eliminate Zach here. Now left with 2 big blinds with under the gun, coming up under the gun.
Oh, V had to change something there, yeah. One of the cards, it looks like.
Watch party. Let's go.
Good night, guys.
Get some sleep. We'll see you guys. Big week this upcoming week. All right. So now down to effectively, well, Zach is under the gun with 2 big blinds. So look for all his chips to probably just go all in
I
right
wouldn't
here.
even look because of the next time the big blind.
Yeah, because I mean,
I've seen this mistake a lot in tournaments where they're holding out here and you're never going to win the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have a chance. You shove here. You've got both big blinds, little blinds, and maybe one person calls you. You're right back.
I'm not gonna lie. If I have 2 big blinds under the gun, I'm just gonna go all in the dark.
Especially the big blind antes.
Yeah, I'm just like,
You know, we all have stories where we've done that in certain tournaments. We come back and we either money or win or something like that. This is something that happens.
Picking up actually a few more viewers.
And now that we've gotten the dirty people out, you know,
Yeah. Zach gonna rip it here with ace deuce suited for 2 big blinds. What is it? 15, 20. What is it? 10, 15? Yeah, just
10, 20, 20.
10, 20, 20. So he has 3 big blinds. But yeah.
Look at this. He's gonna
I actually would like to see a reshove.
Yamin's definitely going to call, but he should reshove. He just flats. Oh, that's
not a big.
Steve's 35 to call.
Not a big fan of just calling that. I'd rather reshove.
Absolutely.
You're going to give Steve a good price to call here.
2 5s, you're adding another overcard.
Yeah, and so like I'm saying, like, you know, Zach's going to be getting in significantly wider there. So with pocket 5s, with the big blind left, you know, we'd either get this hand heads up and isolate.
Oh, wait a minute. Hello.
I'm literally, every time I criticize somebody, they get it. Now, Steve flops open-ender, though.
Oh, Steve's got a shot.
So,
and
I need the ace or 6 on the turnover.
Oh, what, did he get anything? No. No, he caught the 3. Okay, yeah. And
oh, my God.
Chop pot. Holy moly. Zach gets the sad thing is Steve, being the big blind, he loses the most money there.
Yep. This is a big blind.
Well, no, because
so they chop it a third or whatever.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I mean, he would have still chopped the pot with Zach based off that run out.
He gets the dead money from
But
Steve.
yeah, but making an ICM blunder there, ICM mistake by not ripping his pocket 5s after it folds to him with just the big blind left to act. Would have liked to see him just jam it in. And if you get called with something better, then you get called by something better.
Once we have a break, Dory brought this up earlier. I was talking to Mitch, who's one of my, I really enjoy playing with Mitch and talking to him. Mitch ran into quads 10s twice today at TCH. What? Twice.
I'm done.
Yeah, I think but he's coming back here.
Mitch is in the 1 seat.
Yeah, Mitch is in the 1 seat.
Shot.
Mitch is a great guy. He works anyway. I'm not. He's a great guy. I really like the battle of these guys. You know, they play poker all day. Some of these guys have been playing poker since 10 in the morning, and that's how much they love poker. I love our tournament here this afternoon. It gives players a chance. Like I said, we talked about TCH's tournament. I'm not going to pretend it's one of the best weekly tournaments in the country, honestly. But we have that second chance tournament here. It's great. You get a chance to be on the stream as well. Great players, great facility, and so it's really a lot of fun. Nothing much going on here. Fold, fold, and it's going to be small blind Steve with Queen Deuce of Hearts. Flats. You mean put some pressure on him on the? Oh no, sorry. You mean raises on the button. And Zach calls. King 7, King 5. Zach's got a shot here. He's got 6% equity. There you go. King, Queen, Ace. There goes T. Slow it down a little bit. And there you go, 5. Ooh, Queen 5. Yeah. You mean get Zach. Zach out is with a better hand, flops the king.
Oh, wow. Runs out.
A 5 on the river to get him.
River's two-pair eliminates Zach in 7th place. Going to get $910 for his efforts.
Nothing wrong with that.
6 players left, and I think we're just a few minutes from taking a 10-minute break. I will still be in the booth here.
Oh, yes. The Insomniac looks good today, too, Scott. Thanks for
Yeah, so, yeah.
I mean, I can stick my head out. They're on break. We stick my head and see how we're
Yeah, go for it. At first, I didn't know whether or not. I think just a bunch of stuff happening. You know, cabin fever from this week. Just the general growth in our room. You know, again, last night, a lot of players, a lot of tables. I think 18 cash tables plus the tournament tables that were actually moved to the front room. I believe currently still like 10, 11 tables going right now. Double check. 10 tables going right now, plus a tournament table Insomniac. That tournament kind of like was, you know, hit or miss sometimes. Yeah, but it was hit or miss at times. Oh, Johnny here with jacks in the big blind, or in the hijack, excuse me. He's gonna raise it here. Gonna make it 50K. Blinds at 10K, 20K, 20K, 2.5X. Again, the 1K chips are not in play, so oh, look at here. Johnny with Mitchell with ace queen in the big blind.
Oh, he opened the 50. What do you like, a 3-bet to 150 with the stack?
That's actually, no, it's actually
a shove, right?
It's a 3-bet shove. I'll double check.
Oh, he's just going to flat.
20 big blinds, big blind versus, I'm sorry, position big blind versus a raise from the hijack.
All right.
Ace queen offsuit is
so Wiffle
90% a rip, 85% a rip.
Yeah. Mitchell flats, he checks, and then Johnny bets.
Yeah, and so, like, you know,
again, ICM, Mitchell's got a big stack. He doesn't want to risk it against the other big stack.
yeah, I gotta send you that video. It was really kind of eye-opening. A lot of people start really factoring ICM with, I don't know, let's X amount of players away from the bubble. You really are supposed to be 50%. Yeah, it was pretty remarkable. And Danny Marks made a joke, like, wow, that's what I've been punting some tournaments because I don't factor in ICM that early. And with that being said, I wish you would have sent that to me before I played the gargantuan at Choctaw. But
are you gonna go down there for WPT in April?
I don't know. I don't know. I just didn't have the tournament bug.
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of studying in December. Did a lot of studying in cash.
And you did a big grind in November too.
Right. Correct.
It's interesting here. I'm a way more aggressive player than the guys at the table here, right? In just my general nature. And I would have been raising a lot more of the spots. So maybe I need to slow some of that down. So I'm glad I'm watching this. I can't wait to try my strategy next time. Wait, Mitchell, small blind, finish. What's it called? Completes.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention.
Yeah. Not much going on here. Dub's got a lead with the 6. Mitchell can catch a king, queen, or 8. Dub makes a bet. Oh, Mitchell bets. Dub calls. That's what it is. And it blanks out. Oh, the queen's going to. No, the 6 still wins. That's right.
Yep. Better 2 pair. Somebody's opening the door, now closing it.
Is that my daughter?
I don't know. I want to step out of the booth really quick just for a second.
Yeah. All right. Eddie's going to go take care of some stuff out there, otherwise known as smoking. You guys got me all by myself. But anyway, so I want to thank you guys for staying with us. This is a lot of fun commentating. We're keeping it in the family. The reason I came back today is V's doing the action tracker, and she's learning. I think she's doing a pretty good job, and she's got a great teacher in Eric. So right now we're down to 6 players. Next place is 1,068.
Okay, guys.
Blinds are still 10,000, 20,000, 20,000. Johnny's under the gun with ace 10. He just flats there. See, it's interesting. Mitchell folds 7-4. Dub completes. Doc should just check here with things. So we got 3 players going to the flop. All right. Johnny flops the best hand with a pair of 10s. Check. Johnny makes a 25,000 bet. And Johnny picks up the pot. While I'm doing this, come guys, don't forget, we have a great tournament on Wednesday, Katie's game. We actually have a pretty good tournament tomorrow at 1 o'clock. It's a $130 tournament. It's a little bit of a turbo. You get 30,000 starting stacks, but the blind levels for 15 minutes. Last week, oh my gosh, Next Gen pumped it up. We had an amazing tournament. We had 257 players in that tournament. First place paid out, gosh, was it over 5,000? And it was just a wonderful tournament. It was a lot of fun. The Next Gen guys showed up. We had a great time. Bronx Bomber was there. He put a $500 bounty on himself. It's a great community we're building here on our stream, and I'm really glad to be a part of it. And don't forget, so tomorrow we have that tournament at 1. Monday we have 6 o'clock $100 buy-ins, same structure as Katie's. Tuesday we have the Crazy Pineapple for 130. Both V and I have won that tournament the last couple of weeks, so that's been a lot of fun. Wednesday we have the legendary Katie's game for $100. $12,000 guarantee this week. $12,000 guarantee for a $100 tournament on Wednesday. Thursday we have a $200 deep stack. Oh, let me get back to the action here. Adrian shoves all in with 2 7s. Fold, and I think he's going to pick up the last pot before the guys go on break. Again, Adrian, wonderful baker. If you guys need some stuff, he actually made a wedding cake for one of my friends, Ty, another Dallas DFW poker player, and they raved about it. So anyway, as they're talking about the break, I'm going to talk a little more about do a little more about what's going on next week. Eddie and Kim have got some great lineups like for the cash stream, but for the tournaments, again, Wednesday's legendary Katie's game, $12,000 guarantee. Guys, it's a $100 tournament with a $12,000 guarantee in the middle of a week here in Dallas. After that, on Thursday, we have a good $200 deep stack tournament that's always a lot of fun. Friday, we have a $300 bounty tournament, $100 bounty tournament. And Saturday, we redo everything like this again. So we're really trying to build up the tournaments. We'll have some news for you. We are planning in the future to do a little mini series. We'll have some fun stuff to do. We'll get the information out for you, just like we did in the last 2 big tournaments we did, like the 181. Guys, if you guys have any questions or things you need to add, reach out with me, Min Win, on Facebook, or just ask the Poker House Facebook. Eric and I monitor those. We can get you guys answers as fast as we can. But right now,
You and the dealer did a great job. Nobody fucked up. Good job.
like I said, we're on a little break here. The future looks great for Poker House tournaments. We're only building last night. Like I said, everybody had cabin fever last night. We had 17 cash games with people waiting at 1 o'clock in the morning. Right now, we're packed. The Insomniac tournament has a great showing. I think we have over 20 players. We're really building some great things here at Poker House Dallas. What's BT laughing at? Anyway, again, nobody effed up. I wonder why. I guess that's when we were. Eric was just talking about a little behind the scenes stuff over here. As you can see, T's got his headset on. The other person that has his headset on is V, my daughter. She's running Action Tracker now. She's being trained by Eric, and that's where he's out there. They communicate with each other bets and sizes and stuff. So every once in a while, when somebody says something wrong, we punch something wrong, and that's when the chip size is wrong. What Eric was saying is all the chip counts are correct. That means they did a very good job. The dealers and V, the Action Tracker, did a great job. A great job today getting all the bets in. And again, people watch the stream, and if you do everything right, nobody notices anything. But there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. I think Eric Anderson has been a great addition to Poker House, adding a lot of value to the room, a lot of value to the players. The dealers are learning things. It's actually really interesting. These dealers, I love for them to be Poker House forever, but by learning how to deal a stream, they've got another thing they can put on their resume, and I think that's awesome. Same thing as a tournament director here. I see a little bit different on how the stream works. So it's a lot of fun, and it's a great skill to have. And again, we've grown leaps and bounds. If you look at some of the other streams, I'm not saying we're as good as some of the other streams, but we've done this for less than a year now, and I think we've learned a lot. So it's great. And thank you so much for the chat community. I know it's getting late on a Saturday night. Everybody's tired, but I want to thank everybody for coming and staying with us. I don't know what they're doing. I think they were talking ICM. It looks like I just got a text that they weren't going to ICM. Thank goodness. Well, hopefully we'll play it. We're good. Anyway, you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. Let's just sit here for a couple of minutes and try not to say things stupid in the mic. You know what? I'm giving you guys points. Let's see how to do this. Let me give you guys some points. I'm going to be Eddie for a second. Thanks for staying with us on stream. We're going to add points to all viewers. You know what we're going to have? We're going to add a lot. Don't tell them. You're still in the view. I'm going to add you guys 5,000 points. Don't tell nobody. Here we go. Points for everybody. Bam. Uh-oh. Okay, there you go. I thought I screwed something up, but not too bad. So gamble away. You guys all got 5,000 points. Hey, Ralph. Again, I love the DFW poker, especially the tournament community. That's the big community that I'm part of. I like to play tournaments. I'm one of the tournament directors here at Poker House. I play tournaments all over town. I think we have some of the best tournament directors in all the rooms. I heard the Fort had a great tournament. I have not had a chance to go out there, but players I trust and love like Jim and Dory and Hayden and Esteban all said you guys did a great job at the Fort out there. So, guys, there's just no reason not to share the love here in poker. That's the thing about poker, especially at the tournaments. We battle hard against each other. We check raise, we play hard, we take beats, but we're all here. We support each other. I love it when somebody from Dallas that makes a deep run somewhere. Like people were rooting on Bart at the World Series this year. So Danny was one of the WPT back in November. People were rooting him on. It's just a lot of things like that where you just see people looking on their phones. Oh, so-and-so did this, so-and-so did that. And I love the supportive atmosphere that we have. And that's even after battling, beating the crap out of each other daily at these tournaments. And it's just a lot of fun. You're welcome for the points. All right, we got Eddie back, so I'm not boring this. Oh, Eddie's gonna go late reg the Insomnia. Hey, Eddie.
Eric's coming in. He's gonna fill in.
You know what? I want a late reg. How many blinds do they have?
8.
No, I'm not gonna late reg. Eddie's gonna get there. He's got the tournament bug. You guys have got him in the tournament bug. He's gonna late register Insomniac. Eric's coming in. He's gonna tell us a little more about some of the stuff that's going on. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Guys, it's funny. As a tournament director, sometimes I'm tired on Saturday night. I was like, we have to do the Insomniac tournament. But it's awesome. We have a tournament at 10 o'clock on Saturday night. Come over here. It's a quick tournament. Jump in here. Have some fun. The room's action is great. There's lots of fun things going on. We try to give every level something to do here. Boy, I'm just dropping viewers like flies. I've done 24 viewers. It's going to be me and Scott, and me, 2 Scotts, and Frank and Ralph pretty soon. I appreciate you guys are there. Yeah, Ralph, come on down. Oh, Bob, what's a degen? I love hearing people's laugh. I'm going to turn up the table mics. They're getting ready to come back. We've colored up. We're playing the blue chips, guys, are 25,000. The pink chips are 5,000. Tea's still in the box. Ah, North Carolina. What's the nearest casino up there, Ralph? Man, North Carolina is gorgeous. All right, Eric, the honorary agent is coming in. We decided you're an honorary agent, Eric. You like beer, you like to gamble, and you like to go pew-pew.
I like, those are all white people things.
I don't know.
Well, the gambling, I think the Asians might have me in the gambling department.
Yeah. I think it's the combo.
I like beer and I like shooting. And I like gambling.
You like
all
gambling?
those things are
Yeah,
accurate.
so I think it's all
those things
true.
are accurate. So when they come back from break, they say, what's the ICM look like? And I put in all the numbers. And you can see them all looking around the computer,
right
looking
there.
at all the numbers. And they're really close in chip stacks. You can see here, if we pull up this stack. All right, Eddie just doubled.
We have an update, Eddie,
So
late reg, and just doubled.
You can see Steve's down here with 10 big blinds. Johnny's up there with 25 big blinds.
And everybody else is right there.
And Doc says, how about we all take 2K and play for the rest? And everybody kind of nodded like, yeah, that sounds good, especially Steve, because his ICM was like $2,070.
Right. So he's free
So
rolling.
he's free rolling. And Yaman looked at it and said, no, we're going to play.
Good for Yaman.
So
You mean?
we're playing. You mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's what he. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yamin's
know.
a great cash player. I really like him. He's a funny guy. He likes playing the mixed games. He doesn't mind putting some money in. So we're
Excellent.
off to the races here.
I'm going to pop this up again.
There we go.
So we got, why doesn't it show Monty with his 400 place? Oh, you know why? Because I got to go this maybe.
payouts, right? There
There's
it is right
Monty,
there.
400, and Bijan,
400.
400. Zach got his 910. Yeah, that's something they did as they went to the final table. They said, let's take 400 off of first, give it to ninth, and 400 off of second, give it to eighth. So everybody at the final table got their money back.
We made fun of them.
And a little bit. What's that?
We
Yeah.
made fun of
Oh, did you already? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
We warned them we would, too.
They paid, not only did they pay the bubble, they paid the double bubble. I might have 500
I don't have
cash.
it.
I'd rather not, though, because I'm just going to have to go to the ATM and get it out.
Yeah, don't even worry about it. We'll just say we don't have it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
I'm going to lie to them and tell them I don't
yeah.
have it. Otherwise, I'll have to hit the ATM tomorrow.
I was just telling Eddie how I like the table. They're battling hard, but they're not nearly as aggressive. I was just thinking some of the hands I would raise, some of the hands I
Well,
would play differently.
The thing is, also, they're all deep enough not to
Risk it all.
Yeah, yeah. So they've all got 9 to 20 big blinds. Nobody's really a huge leader except for
Yeah,
Johnny there with 20 big blinds, and
20. We don't have it. We don't have it. Tell them we don't have the money.
yeah,
Hold on a second.
yeah.
You just poured? Here, just mute.
I just, all right. Depending on who it is, I do have $500 cash, but I don't want to just randomly give it to somebody I don't know. If it was Katie who needed it, I'd give it to her, but I don't think it is. So, Scott Utney in the chat. How are you doing, Captain? You do have to get out a little out of line. I think these guys are kind of playing a little bit cautious. And now I don't know. This is off of what I saw without seeing any hole cards, so I don't know really what they're doing. I was outside. V is doing a tremendous job running Action Tracker. So I don't know if they talked about her at all. She's doing a really, really good job. Really excited to bring her on the team. So from my outside appearance looking in, it looks like they're playing a little bit conservative. Well, I guess I could just look at these numbers here. Let's see, what do we have here for VPIP? We got Johnny up at the top with 34, Yaman and W at 17. Doc with pocket jacks. Jiggity, is that what they're called? The jiggity? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? We still have... Bink, I'm going to take that off. See down at the bottom under the pot, it says Poker House Live. When we were playing the round by round, I switched it so it would say what game we were playing. We heard you out of line on a live mic. I'm not positive what that means. What's that? Yeah,
There we
you go.
I'm sure people wish they had a mute button for me in real life, but Jack's.
So Steve gets it all in with ace 5.
I'm sure Doc's going to call here.
Yeah, he said ace on the flop. He says ace jack jack.
Oh, they called, but I guess V must have missed the button. There we are.
It just took her a second.
Yeah. Jack still look good. Now he's gives him a couple more outs.
Yeah, he needs a 5. Didn't get it. Steve is eliminated.
Steve's eliminated for 1,088. Steve played a good tournament.
Offended. I wonder.
What is Scott Utney talking about?
I'm not positive.
Oh, you know what happened?
What happened?
You were on the, we were recording, we had the table mics on, and he said, hey guys, that's a great job. The chip counts are right. That means the dealer and the action tracker, nobody effed up.
Oh.
that's what you said. And BT was laughing.
So I blame commentary. They're supposed to turn off the table mics during break.
We love it though. I'm glad we got it. That's good TV.
So
It's true.
my bad.
You're right. Eddie left me. I commentate once a month.
Yeah, commentator's supposed to turn off the table mic just so that happens. And I am balancing the table, moving them around.
There's Andrea there. She's doing a great job making sure they get served. She's getting more coffee, more caffeine in the system. All right, Doc. Here's the go. So he's under the gun, but there's only 5 players, so effectively the low jack. He's going to just limp with 30. See, I like a small open there.
Oh.
But it's under the gun. It's tougher. I don't like limping. I'd rather fold than limp.
Now, and we discussed this because I'm a big proponent of if you come in, let's come in raising.
Yeah.
However, for pot control,
Yeah.
if you have somebody who's really raising a lot, and at this table it doesn't look like there is. Doc has 19% VPIP, so he's the one raising the most. But my pre-flop raising goes way down if I'm at a table where somebody's constantly. If I'm at a table with a maniac, then looking at the stats, it looks like I'm super tight, but I'm just check calling knowing he's going to raise, so I don't have to raise.
Absolutely.
All right, now Doc's got some outs here.
That's got the best hand, right?
Yeah, he's got the best hand. Mitchell has outs, I meant.
Right.
He's got a gut shot, the 9 or the 10. The king gives them both a full house. So he needs a 9, a 10, a jack, or a king. Quad queens on the board.
Doc's got the stone cold nuts.
Now the problem here, Mitchell only loses to an ace.
Right.
He chops with everybody else. It's not like it's queen, 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 7.
Right.
It's queen, 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 king. So Doc's going to bet out 75 into 180. I think I have to call if I'm Mitchell.
Really?
To chop. and get back.
I think he's thinking the same thing. That's
He
a
did.
perfect. That was
Yeah.
the perfect sizing right
Yep,
there.
75. I don't think he calls 100. He calls
No.
75.
That's the perfect sizing. Good job, Doc. It's interesting. Would you have called an all-in? Because I would, if I'm stealing, if I got like freaking 2 4s there,
If you
I'm jamming
if you
that
know
in.
you're chopping, right?
Right.
Like he didn't, nobody bet, so you know you're chopping. You
Right.
know that Mitchell doesn't have an ace,
Right.
and you're gonna flip over your, Jack 10,
Whatever.
and you're gonna chop it with the quads king kicker. Let's just jam.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm all in.
Yeah.
If you call me, we chop it.
Right.
If you trap me with an ace,
Well
GG.
played. Yeah. Johnny, don't put it on the table, John. There we go. Good job, Brittany. We got the table for him. Johnny's under the gun. King 3. Folding. He folds. Mitchell shoves the queen jack. I like that on the button. No problem with that at all.
Dubby's gonna let it go. Doc's not calling with a queen
Nope.
tray. And Mitchell's just going to pick up 80K back, which is the 75 that he just gave him.
Right.
2.5 big blinds.
Oh, look, you're back. Some of the viewers are back now that we had a game. As I was sitting by myself, it was not good for the self-esteem as I watched those viewers now.
Which you gotta give him something to work with.
I give them points, man. I give them points.
Give 'em points?
I tried to bribe them. But no, this has been a fun final table. Like I said, I like these guys. I've played with all these guys.
T's doing great.
He's doing good.
His first time on the stream yesterday, he burned.
And that's
over the
the
thing.
most common mistake.
And that's
Yeah.
and I told him this is what you. Number 1, be gentle. Number 2, go slow. Don't rush it. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. And number 3, watch those burn cards.
All right, Adrian's picking up. Dubby's picking up a big hand
Dubby.
right here. Oh boy,
Uh-oh.
there's some fireworks.
Lucky
are
for
coming.
Doc, Dubby's only got 9 big blinds. Do you reshove or just call?
I think he's with Dubby stack. I think if you're gonna shove because that's put his mill. Not his stack, but Dubby stack. If he looks at Dubby stack, he's got Johnny behind him.
Does he want to call and let Johnny in?
Not
Or
with
does
queens.
he wanna
Queens need
shove?
protections. I think
Queens
queens
need
protection. I think
protection.
aces you don't. I think aces or kings you might be able to flat there, but I think queens you got to protect.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And yeah, that bad news for Doc, but not too bad. Like you said, he didn't have that many big blinds there. There's only in for 280. Doc's got 715, so he can survive this.
T giveth and T taketh away.
There we go.
Two out still, needs a queen. Doesn't change anything. 5%. Doesn't get it. Dubby gets the dubby.
Very
The
good.
full double. And just like that, they switch places on the leaderboard. Let's look at these stack sizes. We got
Oh.
Dubby at the top with 20 big
Wow,
blinds.
just after that,
This is going so tightly.
back and forth.
Yeah, because if Mitchell doubles through Dubby, he's got 14. Dubby's got down to 13. So it's just right there.
Right.
I mean, they're all within they're all within 2 hands of winning this tournament. Did we check out the payouts?
Yeah.
17,500.
Well, like I said, this is our best $300 tournament. I know we had that New Year's Eve. We upped to the
Yep.
365 and made the guarantee 25, and that was really good. But
That
this is our
crushed.
biggest one we've had just for 300.
This today specifically. I remember when you said at 48 places, you said we're going to hit 50.
Yeah, you said 60.
I said we're going to hit 60. We hit 70.
Yeah. No. Kim and Hayden were hilarious earlier. They were on the stream.
In
I
the
think
chat?
Yeah, they were in the chat. I think they all went out to drink a little bit.
Today?
Yeah, after this with
okay,
Jim and
fun.
Dory, and so
Oh, here's a
they-
big one. 3-3 against Ace King.
3-3's been an interesting hand all day. A lot of people have had threes.
Oh.
This,
Do you call for your life? I think you have to. Like Scott was saying,
yeah.
you have to make a move. And with 5 big blinds or whatever he had.
Gosh, Scott, I'm glad that didn't chop. Oh, threes to look pretty good.
Yep. Yaman canceled the chop.
There's the king. And that's it.
And he's still
He's
got
got
chips
one big
left.
line. He's got one big
He's
line.
not out yet, but
Chip and
he's
chair.
looking at $1,300. He is the one that canceled the chop that would have given everybody $2,000, which I agree that was not a good chop.
I don't like that chop at all. I like if you were to do
Hey,
ICM and be done with it.
let's everybody take
No.
2,000. That's horrible for. It's great for Steve, who would have had.
1,000.
Yeah, let me look at this quickly because I took a picture when I did the computer. So Steve would have had 2,011. That's what his ICM was. Mitchell would have had 2,600. Dubby 2,684. Doc 2,300. Johnny 3,300. I'm surprised that he didn't say anything. Maybe he was hoping somebody else did, and Yaman did. Yaman would have ICM for 2,700.
Yeah, and that's something I'm really conscious of as a tournament director. When I see somebody that is not interested,
Yeah.
I say, no, it's done. The discussion's done.
And as
Let's
soon
go
as
on.
Yami
Yeah.
said no, I shut it down. Said, okay, it's no. Go sit
Exactly,
down.
exactly.
And I also don't stop the clock.
Exactly. You got to keep that pressure on.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you guys go. And as soon as Yaman said no, I said DLT. And they were all standing up looking at the computer. And he's like, boom, starts pitching cards. And they all rush back to his seat.
Yamin obviously shoves with a 10-2 stay with one big blind. Mitchell just flats. Again, we were talking about this earlier. I like Mitchell shoving right there.
So here's the deal. I don't want to shove on Mitchell. Let Johnny and Cheap gang up on Yaman, bust him.
Oh, yeah. I'm still trying to get chips, but I see what you're saying. 'Cause you're still picking
Let's
the blinds.
bust him.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get rid of him.
And
Yaman wins anyway with a
flush. It's like, well, how do you win? Oh,
Yeah.
there it is, a flush.
You're like, wait, Mitchell has an ace. Johnny has a 9. How did Yamin win?
Flush.
Yamin win.
Yamin.
How did Yamin win? So if I'm Mitchell in this specific instance, I let Johnny and Cheap, and we check it down. One of us beats Yamin, and we all get a pay jump of $800.
Right.
So that's what I'm thinking. Now, if I blow off Dubby, and then Yamin beats me, then when Dubby would have beat him, now I still am 6-handed or 5-handed.
And he's got 3 or 4 big blinds. I see your point of view 100%, but I like the bet because there's some dead money there. So you're picking up the chips right there too. You're still trying to.
Oh,
pick up
was
blinds.
there side pot? There was a side
because
pot?
Yamin was only for 1 blind. There's 2 blinds, 2.5 blinds in there. If you bust through it,
Well, if he's in for 1 blind, that's 1.
right? But you get the ante. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah, he
It's
gets
the
it
same.
all.
Yeah,
Let's gang up on him.
yeah, I can see that.
If he had like, let's say,
No, I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah. If he had less than 1 blind.
yeah, if he had less than that, I'll pick up the side pot
Right.
for sure.
And he's in it for the ante anyway, under the gun. Again, we got 9-7 versus the blinds against each other. Pretty much misses everybody. Person with the most heart wins here. Hearts are position. See, knowing Dubby, he catches.
Now here's the deal: W's got a pair. Mitchell's open-ended now.
Yes.
he can get a 5
He take a
or
nice
a
flat
10.
here and catch a 9. He doesn't know it, but he catches a 9.
9 is good, and a 5 or a 10 for a straight. Doesn't get it. He does pair a 7, which is 3rd pair, and I think it just goes check because they both
Yeah.
have showdown value now.
Yep, exactly.
Button moves.
And there's some exploitive play to be had here, and just the way the table's played.
There is. I'm going to go back to this ICM. Right now, they're all guaranteed $1,300. It's a $400 pay jump.
The jumps get bigger now. You got 400, then 800,
Yeah.
then almost 1,000, then 1,500. Yeah. Yep.
Let's give away some points.
Let's do it.
All right. I'm going to go this button and click on loyalty and click on add points. What have you been giving them?
I'm afraid to tell you.
I'm going to give them 1,000.
That's good.
And you're like, cheapskate.
Yeah. Eddie gave more than that, and I gave more than Eddie.
Oh, well.
This is really interesting here. Yep.
W with an ace. 22 big blinds. He's got a nice stack.
And he flats. I mean, he folds.
Doc with 2 4s.
12 big blinds. He can shove here, I think.
I think so. Make Mitchell wake up with a hand. Even though Mitchell raised, let's make him wake up with a hand. I don't love calling here.
No, not at all.
Because especially with 4s, because you
You're
don't
out of
like
position.
any
Yeah.
flop that doesn't have a 4 in it.
Exactly. Let's just deuce tray. Ooh. Look at this. It's a 50. It's a 50-50.
Yeah, flip a coin.
Yeah, flip a coin at this
Pick 'em.
point. And I like the bet here.
Yeah, that's a good flop for Mitchell.
Yeah. Oh, small bet.
One big, right? Blinds are 30. Let's take a look at these blinds. 20, 30, 30. It's a good structure. Oh, interesting.
Doc's only got 11 bigs left here. He really can't call.
This isn't a great flop for Doc with the queen out there, but the 9s make it that you don't have a 9.
It's interesting.
Well, there's a lot in there. And the 6, Doc still doesn't hate that one. He still beats Ace King, King Jack. He doesn't beat Ace Queen or King Queen, which are hands that
Mitchell, keep
W
the
could have
pressure
been.
on. Ah, yeah,
Mitchell
he
could've
checks.
And he does hit the
He's
ace.
perfect card for Mitchell here to bluff at. Oh. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so it looks like here, this is a great Doc checks. I see Mitchell bet here, but he checks
He's
back.
got showdown value.
I don't know. I mean, if he...
You're not getting called.
Yeah,
you're not getting called by worse.
Yeah.
And specifically here, he might have got called by a king, but probably not.
But you're trying to... You take off lots of small pairs, just like what he's targeting. Again, it's good to see this because I see things from my point of view, so it's nice to have different people's point of views and how things go.
I was talking about that today with Cup, where I posted a hand from last week, and in my Facebook thread, you could see everybody's like talking about what they would do. It was the Ace King versus 6-4 on a 4-6 King board,
Right.
and the 4-6 just leads out. And in the comments, people are going, well, you can tell he has a made hand because he led out. And then the next, you can tell he didn't have a draw. And the very next comment, well, you can tell he had a flush draw because he led out. And, you know, so it's just funny how.
I love that lead, too, by the way, the 6-2-pair lead, because you're targeting ace, king, king, queens, and might give you a big raise right there.
And they got it, and it's exactly what he
Yeah.
got.
I love the lead there.
Doc with the KQ now.
With that 17 bigs, he got some hand.
He's
got
playing
that
with the
yeah.
letters.
No, he's not too bad because he won that last hand against Mitchell, so he can make a small raise here.
He can. He's actually probably like second in chips right now.
Yeah, after that last hand. So he does
I'm going
raise
to take a
65.
quick look at this. Yeah, Doc's second in chips with 16.
Every
And,
hand changes that right now.
Exactly. If you get a hand with 4 or 5 bigs in it.
Johnny's going to flat with 9-6s. He's got a lot of chips. Well, not really. The 16 bigs are the same.
Yep.
I say that, but they're the same. I don't like the call there, 9-6 at all. Blind versus blind. That's a good defend. And he catches it all.
I call there.
Yeah, I think so.
But I call light. 6-9, I defend my big blind.
Yeah.
Especially to a small blind. I would have opened more
And with the
small
big blind in it, yeah. If you're going to do it, you should have just shoved there. King, queen, just picked everything up.
Yeah, agreed.
With 13 bigs, yeah. Bet and a call.
All right. I like that play. I like both of it so far. Now, just going to go check, bet, fold.
I think so.
It could go check, check, but if I'm Johnny, I want to deny equity. Doc's done with the hand.
Yeah, check.
I like a bet from Johnny right now because Doc just gave up.
Oh, he checked back.
I want to deny equity.
I 100% agree because something like, well, that's fine.
You're fine. Nothing happened. We're good. Johnny has the best hand.
Eddie and I were making fun of every time we did a critique on a player, they either flopped the nuts or made the right decision in the long run every single time. And that's an easy check back for Johnny. Take the pot. At that point, I definitely you have to show down.
Yeah, you're not getting called by worse again.
You're not targeting much there. Max late reserve. I can hear Eddie out there talking about this.
From 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at these
It was
stats
tempting.
really quickly.
I almost jumped in it myself and left you here by yourself.
I mean, I'm good with that.
No, I'm just kidding.
What
It's
time
too
do
late
we
now.
got?
It's too late
oh,
now.
yeah, you're late. So we got to 5 players. Everybody guaranteed 1330. They're looking at that 57 up top. Let's check out these stack sizes. Yeah, Yamin, 4 big blinds.
Still hanging in there.
He's
After winning with that flush. Now he's the big blind.
Now. All right, so if I'm Yamin, I shoved one hand before.
Absolutely.
Now W's got the A and the K. Yamin's got half of his stack in the middle already.
And half of it he can't double up with because the 30's dead. Yeah. The big blind. And Yamin just folds. He's just waiting for somebody to make a mistake right here. I see what they're doing, but again, I'm like you. I would have played to win.
No, yeah. When I have less than 5 big blinds, it goes in when I'm under the gun. Before I have to pay that big blind ante. Button moves. We got Mitchell in the big blind now.
Johnny made a final table of the next gen tournament last Sunday, so he's had a good couple tournaments. Yeah. So V didn't hit next hand here, did she?
Oh, dang it!
There she is. There we go.
Oh.
You're under the gun. Don't flat, but he's going to.
The other thing is, with Yamin only having a couple big blinds,
they're waiting him to drop out too.
Yeah, you know he's going to shove.
Right.
You know, you have to be well, you have to be
Yeah.
conscious of that.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't bluff somebody that's got 2 big blinds.
That's for sure. I got 3 players in there. What we got here? A little bit. Everybody's missed a little bit here, huh?
W's got the best with ace high.
Let's go check all around.
Jack doesn't help.
That's going to check
anybody.
around. I always got a 10. They're going to check this around.
Johnny needs
Oh,
a 7.
W, I
The
like
problem
that.
is W and Mitchell both have one.
Right.
And he's just going to bet out with his ace high,
There you go,
best
W.
hand, take it down. I like that. You know, let's just slide one time and then a delayed continuation bet. I'd fold under the gun for the computer hand or better. I'd fold under the gun for the computer hand or better. I would, if I have 5 big blinds, I'm going all in the dark under the gun.
I don't even think about it.
But I don't let anybody know I'm in the dark.
Yeah, of course.
I close my eyes and then I pretend to look at it because
or just look and just shove, no matter
no,
what.
because if you look, you might call an audible and not shove, even though you know you have to. You might see the 7
That's
deuce
not a
and go,
problem for me.
All
That's
right.
not a problem for me.
Manual override.
Yeah, it's not a problem for me. I am shoving. I'll go through the motions. But I see what you're saying. Mitchell wakes up with a big hand right here.
All right.
The American Airlines.
Yamin is all in.
Yes.
And he blinded his way to here. Took him about 5 hands to blind out after he lost with his 3s against Mitchell.
Mitch is just completing. Gosh, I do not like that.
Oh, I do.
You do?
He's so strong.
Yeah.
Let's do some. So 2 things.
And then
Again, they're going to gang up on Yamin, who's all in.
same. I guess he's going to do the same out because, yeah.
And he's going to check it down because what if it comes out, 9 deuce 8 6, and then W could have taken out Yamin.
boy,
or
deuce,
what
deuce.
if it comes out deuce deuce queen?
Yeah.
Yamin's drawing dead. Mitchell needs an ace, doesn't get it, and they just check it down.
But it's a gentleman's agreement. This is not something I think we should have in tournament play, kind of colluded, but making some eye contact and have a gentleman's agreement, just check it down right there.
It's tournament strategy.
Tournament strategy really is. Nothing was out of line.
Yeah, you might get the same trash with all your chips in and maybe triple up. Exactly. We are down to 4-handed now. Let's check out these payouts.
I think the chip sizes too after this.
All right, everybody guaranteed.
Somebody just stopped by and said something.
W up at the top with 31 big blinds. Johnny 17, Doc 15. Now we're just all going to gang up on Mitchell. Bust Mitchell.
And that's why I would have raised with aces. I'm
Here,
a low
wait.
stack.
He said when he comes back, let's figure it out. What does he want to figure out?
I'm sure ICM or something.
I just turned the table mic up so we could hear them. You can't talk chop during a hand. Talk about it while the tea is shuffling. Oh, that's why you don't talk chop during a hand.
Mitchell takes advantage, gives himself a little more ICM right there.
Exactly. He just picked up an extra 80,000. All right, let's see. So my laptop's sitting there. I showed V how to use it. So she's going to go through, type in everybody's exact chip counts. The formula's going to pick up. And
Did you hear that? V says you cannot pause the clock with ICM. Good girl. No.
we don't pause the
Don't
clock.
pause the clock. It's too late now. No.
All right.
No, don't do it, Elude. There you go.
He
Good.
says no. I won't pause the clock. Don't
But I'll
worry
do
about
it.
it.
Yeah, we'll do it real quick. There
Yeah.
you go. There. Thank you, Mitchell. Yeah.
Well, you can't play it while we figure it out because your chip stacks change. I mean, it's 30-minute levels. Just relax. You'll be fine.
What I'm saying is, yeah, they can just let it go. Yeah. So on a Father's Note, how's V doing on Action Tracker?
I am so happy.
Oh, good, good. She's picking up. You might actually get to go to the bathroom now and then.
I mean, I was running floor calls and chips and everything. We were slammed.
We really didn't see,
yesterday
and we didn't
today.
really see too much going on. Messed up,
No.
honestly.
She did really well. I'm really excited.
Good, good, good.
I'm going to get her in the booth and teach her more about this side of it.
Right.
So I leave for Minnesota Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. So we're gonna do. You have tomorrow and Monday,
Yep.
and then Tuesday we have the Crazy Pineapple.
Yep.
Wednesday we have Katie's game.
Yep. And I'm going to be gone for both
Yes.
of those.
And then Thursday we might have a big PLO.
Thursday, we've got a big PLO game.
Ooh, that's
Let's
gonna be
listen
tough.
to these guys.
I already know I'm not gonna like it.
Mitchell says he's not gonna like me, but I see him.
I was listening last time. I'm not gonna do that.
Deb's like, I'll take that.
Sold. They might throw Mitchell a couple $100 to make this deal.
They're good with it. We're done.
Give me the 300. Yeah. All right, and I'll say yeah.
I give him the 300. Go back 45 and give him the 300.
Yep, they're giving Mitchell an extra 300, gets him up to 27.
I need to put the right.
All right, we're good. We're done.
All right, cool.
I'm gonna. Hey, you see how I did that?
What'd you do?
I did. You didn't notice what I did?
I wasn't watching.
I turned off the camera. I mean, excuse me. I turned off the microphone.
Okay.
So they
Oh,
couldn't
yeah, so
hear
you don't-
us
They don't
swear
hear
at
people
them.
saying swear, but that was awesome, dude. It wasn't,
I
it
do.
was good TV.
I do speak like an adult in adult situations.
All right. T did a good job. Micah did a good job.
Excellent.
We had a good
yeah,
crew today.
T was great. This was only his second time on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him a crash course yesterday before the 5K Congress. What a stream that was.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
If you guys haven't watched Bugsy's, he put together a $5,000 buy-in. Congress. Now, if you're not from Texas, you might not know what Congress is. Congress is, in the rest of the world, known as Big O. It's 5-card PLO split game. In Texas, for some reason, they call it Congress, and I don't know why.
I've been trying to figure that out for years.
Yeah, so Bugsy put together a great lineup, and
Amazing. We had bracelet winners. We had
it was
WPT
so
winners.
good. It was so good,
We had-
and they came to play.
Yes, they did.
If you watch the last hand,
Oh my God, I was there. I witnessed it.
$16,000 pot, pretty much all in blind. It was a 5, 10, 25 game all day. And everybody did the 50 straddle. So it was 5, 10, 25, 50.
Right.
And a couple of times it went 5, 10, 25, 50, 100. And on the last time it went, the last hand, 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, 200, 400, 800. all the way around. The button straddled for 800. Big blind, raised it dark 2100. Got 2 callers. They got it all in on the flop. I think.
Mirko.
No, they got 3 callers.
Right.
So it was 4-way to the flop. 3 of them got it all in on the flop. One guy with flop 2 pair. And remember, it's a split game. And go check out Poker House Dallas on Facebook, and you can watch the full 10-minute video.
Oh, it was exciting. I was in the
It was
corners
so
watching
good.
it.
There
yeah.
was yelling. Everybody was standing up. It was a very, very... And I don't want to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
It was a great video. Go watch it.
Oh shoot. T just kicked that table pretty good. There, we're gonna have to readjust that camera.
Which one?
No, T just kicked the table. The whole table moved.
Boom. Yeah. All right. Way to go, V.
He's taking a picture. Of
That's
AJ.
awesome. Good job. Well played. That's Dubby.
Yeah.
And-
Adrian's a great baker, by the way.
Adrian?
Adrian.
Oh.
Adrian.
Okay.
We were just talking about Cupcake, Captain Underpairs,
Yeah.
and Poker Monkey said,
Did you call Captain Underpair Cupcake?
because he's about to say he makes the best cupcakes. Adrian makes the best cupcakes.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
He looks like a guy that makes good
I
cupcakes.
bet you they're damn
Does,
good.
does he?
He has a small commissary kitchen,
All right.
and then he made a wedding cake for a friend of mine. It's been a lot of fun. Adrian's a sweet, good guy.
I like cupcakes. And I like Bailey's and
coffee and cupcakes.
All right.
Well, thank you guys so
all
much
right.
for joining us tonight.
Yeah,
What a
it
great
was super
tournament.
fun. Super fun. We appreciate it. Glad you guys are still here. I'm going to give you all what do you go nuts and give them 5,000?
All right, give him 5,000.
5,000. Don't tell Eddie. 5,000 chips, points. I call them chips. 5,000 points for everybody still watching. Gamble it up, guys. Thanks a lot. Tomorrow,
Next gen.
next gen, Monday. Guess what we're doing Monday?
I don't know. You tell me.
Matt, the dealer,
Matt L.
Matt L. Asked if he can commentate on the dealer sit and go we did last week.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, if you notice, we're training a bunch of new people to run the software. And so last week, I didn't want to train them on a real game, right? So I brought them in, and we had a $20 sit and go. And with 9 players, $20, guess what the prize pool was?
I know it, but I won't let you tell it.
$500. These guys were firing. Pew, 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 pew. So it was a $500 sit and go.
It kills me that
And
I
we had
missed
3
that.
of them. We ran 3 of them so that they could practice on it, because a tournament's the easiest thing to practice on. Cash game's way harder.
And get
have
you
people
familiar with the
straddling.
buttons and everything.
Exactly. So we did that. All I did is record them. I did not broadcast them.
Oh, okay.
So I recorded them. And Sam and Matt are going to come in on Monday at 11 a.m. and commentate on those broadcasts. It's just a sit and go. There's V. Hey,
Are we going to do it 1-2 Monday night on a live?
I plan on it.
Okay. We're
So-
just grabbing some people from the room, right?
Yeah. If you want to play on a 1-2 $500
Say
max
hi, V.
buy-in Monday, good job. Excellent job. Very proud of you. Now, for the ICM, you knew to delete the payouts.
No, I alluded to the
did?
ICM, right?
Oh, you didn't do that? All right. Never mind. Good job anyway for everything you were supposed to do that you did. Except for kicking my table. What the heck?
No. T kicked the table.
Oh, T
not,
did.
Not V.
I thought you said
TB.
V did.
No, T kicked the crap out of the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. She's like, what are you talking about? 1-2. If you want to play on the stream, $500 max buy-in,
Start it by
$1, $2
3?
blinds.
Start it by 3?
Starts at 3.
Oh, it starts at-
Registration opens at 3 o'clock. 4 people in the room. So if you're in the room at 3 o'clock on Monday, I announce it. Guys, we're going to open registration. It fills up quickly. So
First
if
9.
you want to play that, the first 9 get on it. It starts at 5 o'clock. It's a 5 to 9 stream.
That stream gives me PTSD because I punted pretty hard last week. I'm just saying. Or the week before.
Yeah, when I was gone.
Yeah.
I was gone. Yeah.
No.
It's super fun. So if you want to play, come on in.
And then when are Matt and Sam going to do the commentary then?
11 a.m.
So they're going to be 11 a.m. on Monday.
Yep.
That's awesome. And then by 4, we're going to do the stream, or 5?
5
5
to
we do
9.
the stream.
Yep, 4-hour stream from 5 to 9. And that's it.
All right, perfect.
It'll be
Thank
fun.
you guys so much.
I leave Tuesday. I'll be back the following Wednesday. I'm going back up to the north to watch my kid.
That's awesome.
He's got a part in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
I'm excited. It's
in the local
nothing's
theater.
better, yeah.
And he's really good. So I'm super proud of him. And I'm going up to watch him. I was going to fly Kristen down. My wife still lives in Minnesota. I was going to fly her down for a week. We just go back and forth. But because of the play, I'm going to go up there. I tell you what, I would much rather be in Dallas in February than
Then the Arctic Circle. Where you
yeah.
live.
I was just thinking, it's my 1-year anniversary since I came here.
In February, yeah.
1
You guys
year
here for
ago,
the free roll last
February-
year, right?
For the free roll.
I wasn't here
last
yet.
year. You
I didn't
weren't
get here till
yet.
April. I didn't get here till
Yeah,
April.
no, I came and set this table up 1 year ago.
It's come a long
Danielle
way.
called me and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm going to be in Dallas tomorrow." I'll tell you what, it's 40 below. And she thought I was kidding until I showed up the next day. Said, "I'm here. Let's go. Put me to work."
We've come a long way, because even after
So
that,
good.
the stream was just dark
was rough.
for a long time,
It was
till
rough.
August. And then
Yep.
we had the one in November.
Yep.
And I think after November, things start building.
Yep. And there were some software issues that we got fixed, and now everything's really good.
And
we're
boy, big
we're a
thanks to
contender.
Asian Sensation, Eddie and Kim have really
boom.
added some big
Kim,
pieces.
Next Gen coming in
Next
on
Gen coming in.
Sundays.
Katie's
It's really
tournament
good.
blowing up after we started streaming it. Lots of little things. Lots of great little things they're adding
Excellent.
up to the room.
You know, one-day tournaments where first place and second place have to worry about tax implications.
Boy,
That's
gotta
kind of
love
cool.
that. For $100 too on the Wednesday.
$100 buy-in. Speaking of, go make sure we get W's tax information. Or did they
No,
chopped
they
it for
chopped
less?
it. They didn't
They
get it
chopped
out.
it for less.
Yeah, yes.
Boom, genius. All right, we're out. Anything else?
Nope. I'm just taking care of Eddie's tie. I don't want to be on the floor.
Perfect. Then we will see you
Tomorrow at 11.
for next gen.
Oh, tomorrow for next gen. Yeah, tomorrow Sunday. I'll be here for the tournament. We have a 1 o'clock, $130 Deepstack Turbo tomorrow.
$130, 15-minute levels.
$30,000 starting stack.
30,000, 15 Deepstack Turbo.
Turbo.
Love it. Excellent. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.